We are live, everyone. Welcome. Let's begin. Your investigations today will come to their conclusion. Gael, Lars, and Lucy have found freedom of sorts within Vergent City. Here in this capital of the Vergent Empire, where mages and users of magic are sent away to various unliked fates, you all have been granted a pardon of sorts, the opportunity to work with the Vergent City Police Department to attempt to ward off magical crime and other unsavory sort within the city. Thus far, you have encountered 2 cults and a serial killer. Mostly, you have taken care of business in a clean way. There is still a handful of loose ends, a devil in the sewers, a handful of cultists that slipped away, and still some uncertain motive. Yet, you have done your best, and your best has been, I think, fairly admirable. We come now to a morning where you are gathered around the table, the meeting table in the Vergent City Police Station, alongside Lionel, Commissioner of the police force, and your great friend, Inspector Meadows. The Commissioner places a set of papers down upon the table and says, "Have a look at these. We found them within the cult hideout that we just raided." 3 documents he presents before you. These seem to have been intelligence reports conducted by the dark cult that we raided. They may have some information which is relevant to us. These are on the screen. Now, if you are not able to read the little text, why don't we do a little read along here? John, why don't you read our devil cult information aloud?
I am currently trying to change the parameters, so my background is white and not black.
Tavis, why don't you read the devil cult details aloud?
Run by an individual known as Mistress, one of our recruits from the drug dens claims to be an ex-courier of a noblewoman named Grace DeLune, who went by the same moniker.
And I'll correct you there, ex-courtier.
Courtier. Yeah.
Someone who courted this person. And Victor, would you read our information on the hand?
The chain of command of this criminal organization is quite obfuscated. What intel we have confirms that there is a singular leader, and that the organization's title is, for unknown reason, quite literal.
John, how are your settings looking?
We'll figure it out eventually.
Okay, then I'll read the last one here. Information on the VCPD. That's this department. Attempts by the classical investigators to locate us have been simply thwarted. A new group of mismatched cretins has begun to make waves in the city. It is possible that they pose a new or unique threat to us. The inspector rolls his eyes and says, "I can't imagine what cretins they might be referring to." Glancing around the table at the 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
The inspector...
Lars will kind of subconsciously distance himself a little bit from the heretics in the room. And
it's not contagious.
I will not be referred to as a cretin.
Commissioner will say, there is a performance at the Opera House this afternoon. I would like to send the three of you there. We believe that this Grace DeLune individual may be attending. I ask that you enter the space, observe it, choose a position, and then wait until the opera is concluded before attempting to question her. You have my permission, and he hands you a handwritten slip with a police department seal upon it, to detain her for further questioning should she choose to resist. Confront her about the details that we've discovered of her and what you know of the cult, and do your best to do it with tact. The inspector says, that won't happen. And he'll continue to say, nonetheless, while you could approach her before or during the operatic performance, I just say that I am choosing to pursue this somewhat directly, and he points at the handwritten nature of the note. Should this disrupt the performance, it is entirely likely we'll have the nobility on our heads for causing public disturbance without proper warrants, so do your best to be discreet, as you will. What else is relevant to mention here? Do you have any questions? Oh, I have requested a search warrant for Miss DeLune's personal residence, her mansion in the Noble District. We will see if that is approved. If you are unsuccessful this afternoon, we have that thread to follow as well. Yes, any questions?
Oh, well, if we're busy, maybe the inspector can go and run over the house real quick, and we can, come in after, with Miss DeLune. So that could be a good course of action there.
The inspector says, did you hear nothing that the man just said? We don't have a warrant to enter her home, and we're certainly not going to be...
Oh, yeah, but that'll probably come in by the time, we're doing our things. You can go over there real quick, and it'll be just fine.
I am certainly not going to be breaking and entering without warrant. Which is no.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying that the warrant will probably come in while we're with Claire. So if you're happen to get that warrant, you can just do the investigating there. That'd be great.
Just avoid making those intelligence-based rolls. I see where your head's at.
Yeah.
We can always just go look for him.
The commissioner says, no, but Lars is onto something. Inspector Meadows, why don't you take a stroll in the Noble District? Just happen to walk around the neighborhood where her mansion is, just for the morning, and just to get a glance at what the lay of the land might be. How many entrances? Does she have bodyguards? How many structures? And the like. Inspector says, all right. He stands up. But I'm not entering that house without approval.
Oh yeah, but you can just go on the grounds. It'll be fine.
He's already gone.
Yeah, he's gone. So, do you all have any questions, or are there any things which you wish to wrap up at the police department before we jump to the afternoon when you visit the opera?
I don't believe so.
No, I think we're all good.
The commissioner will hand you a bulging pouch of coin. Says, within this is 75 gold. That should be enough to purchase you all seats in the normal gallery, and give you space in there. Does that sound good to you? All right, here you go.
Oh yeah.
Well then, go out.
I'll go ahead and take that out, just to be certain of its whereabouts.
Indeed. And go out, my investigators, and solve the crime.
I'm just a little worried about its provenance, that's all, if you guys get your hands on it.
Are you concerned that someone might have need for some finances?
I mean, oh yeah. I was like, we don't necessarily do it because we need it, but now there is need.
Actually, well, yeah, Lucy would be like, Lars, are you saying you don't trust me?
Yes.
Lucy would feign offense, like very, very dramatically. Just like, I can't believe it. After all the things we've been through together.
Well, there are some situations where I would trust you, but money is not one of them.
So, from the police station, you'll complete any affairs that you need to, light affairs, meals, shopping, within the day before the afternoon arrives, and you can make your way to the Opera House.
Excellent.
Here, where you arrive. You can observe a large number of nobles that are in line, chattering lightly, clearly have some amount of excitement about them. You also recognize Mr. Casgrove and his young daughter, who are in line right ahead of you. Otherwise, you don't recognize any individuals that are present at this time.
As we get towards the center of the room, I'm going to go ahead and cast Divine Sense. And I know I'll probably get a little fiendish peeing off of the girl since we know her, but just looking for anything else.
I mean, you know,
besides the people behind me that are expected.
Ding 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 ding. Just completely setting off your senses over here.
All right, what is the range on that?
Sorry.
60 feet.
60 feet.
And yeah, so but I'll try to move up as I within my turn to.
Okay. You do not detect anything other than the expected.
Okay.
Now, as you enter this space, hopefully we can de-obscure a bit of the kind of chunkiness here visually. Lars, what you are now... Sorry, not Lars. Gael, what you just stepped into is the coat room and the safe, which you can observe. There is a guard taking valuable possessions as well as larger cloaks and things to store here during the performance.
Oh. Do we have like a description of the woman we are trying to apprehend?
Yes, in fact, the description would be a woman of short blonde hair, and good question. You know what? I'm just gonna say Public Records is gonna have an image of her because I don't think this is a step that needs to be challenging, and so I'll just pop that up for you right now.
Okay, so I have line of sight on her right now in a box. It would appear, unless those doors are closed.
Nope, she is up in a viewing box. You're correct. Those doors are open, as you can see. A number of nobles are filing in to find their seats.
Okay, I'm gonna signal to Gael. I don't know where Lucy went.
Gael's gonna make note of that. He's also gonna make note of the people leaving their coats and valuables, of their faces, of the things they own, and being like, okay, maybe later. Got something to take care of right now. I bet Lucy's doing the same thing.
100%.
Just taking turns, and as he passes by the little girl, he's gonna pat her in the head, be like, "Hope you're feeling better, Squirt."
As you're walking by, you can hear her and her father speaking, and she's kind of, I don't feel good. My tummy hurts. He says, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. This doesn't seem like your kind of location, if you don't mind me saying.
Well, I am known to enjoy the occasional expression of humanity.
Lovely.
I
Well,
wants to come up to my lap.
I'm afraid that my daughter's not feeling well and we'll have to return home, but if you would like, and he holds 2 tickets out towards you. We had seats in one of the uppermost balconies if you would care to take a better spot.
Ah, that's very
Ooh.
kind of you. I will definitely take those from your hands.
I'll nod. We'll give you each a ticket, just 2, and then they will depart.
Have a good night,
Oh.
little girl. Feel better. We don't have to spend money now.
As you were departing this space, Lucy,
Mhm.
this guard will say, excuse me, can I help you?
Yes. Oh no, just wondering where the restrooms are.
Yes.
Those would be outside.
I see. Disappointing. Okay. And
You can see behind her a locked metal gate, behind which is an additional room.
Oh boy. Oh, I'm just at this. Lucy just immediately goes up to the guard and like kind of swings the arm around her shoulders. It's like, so, how have you been? It's been such a while.
Hey, please, hands off, ma'am. I'm sorry. I don't want any of this. I'm on the job. Check in with me after the show if you want to start that conversation.
Oh, surely we, let me see. Surely it's okay if we could just have a little bit of a chat as Lucy casts.
Oh no!
Gail's gonna go over to Lars and be like, I think we might be otherwise engaged, but I got tickets. Free
Oh,
tickets.
well, that's very
and
good.
I didn't have
Maybe-
to steal them.
Maybe we should go talk to Miss Claire and try to get her out before Lucy gets us kicked out.
Lucy
First of
isn't
all,
doing
how does
anything.
Lars know I'm gonna get us kicked out?
No. She just assumes at all
I have
times.
a sneaking suspicion.
Okay, so at this time, the guardswoman will say, "Sir, ma'am, I have others who are actually here to take advantage of the services of the Opera House. If you're going to just be a bother, please just
Take advantages
leave
of the
and
services.
enjoy the show."
Okay, so did they make the saving throw for friends or
Oh,
is it
thank
just
you.
kind of like
Sorry, no.
Yeah.
I forgot that. Let me roll that for you right here. Perhaps recontextualize that a little bit. Charisma or wisdom? Oh, this is not a saving throw. You have advantage on charisma checks against them. But their mood is affected. Okay, so to recontextualize a little bit, she'll just say, "Look, I'm sorry. I'd love to get to know you right now. You know, better than we already do. But here," she says, "hold on a moment. Here, this is my address. Come see me after the show if you'd like."
We will 100% take that, and she's like, "Thank you. Till we meet again."
See you later, dear.
And then Lucy will go ahead and leave for now.
So Lars, you're making your way up to the west balcony, which is not the one that you have tickets for. So you're moving towards
is
this.
that where the box was though?
Yep. This would be the way
Okay.
there.
Yeah, then that's the way I'm going.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ooh, song change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bonk, bonk. Oh, hey.
Hey, look whose address I just got.
Yeah.
Not what we're here for. We're here
As
for
you,
money and other things.
As you come up to this balcony and overlap with one another, Gael rushing ahead, it seems. There we go. One of these guards that you can see who is sitting alongside her stands up and steps in your way and says, "Stop."
Hello there. I hope you're having a lovely day. My name is Lars Larson, and I am with the police department here, and I have a warrant to speak with Miss Claire here, and we would like to do it as quietly as possible. So step aside, please. Thank you.
Show me the warrant.
I will step up and show the warrant.
P.S. While this is going on, Gael is going to turn around, give his ticket to Lucy, and then, like, go behind Lucy and cast invisibility just for later. Just in case. Because he's like, I'll just watch from here, man.
Oh, and as you're doing that, Lucy will whisper over to you.
Just like hiding behind her. Just like.
While as you go invisible, Lucy's gonna be like, "Hey, listen, if you decide to go back to where all the valuables are, there's a room locked in the back of that room. Just, make sure to split it evenly with me when you're done, all right?"
Oh my. And to think I possibly imagined a Flitter Glitter return to guest today.
Oh, that would have been great.
That would have
We
been
would've loved that.
fantastic.
Sadly, availability was not available. Well, Lars, this guard holds out his hand as he asks for the warrant.
Yeah, and I don't want to like actually give him like I'll hold up the piece of paper that we have with the seal from.
He's gonna take it, and you're still holding it too.
Lucy, this is when charisma comes in handy.
And he's gonna pull on it.
At this, Lucy's gonna step up and is going to cast or say. Lucy is going to. I apologize. I'm wasting time right now.
No worries.
I'm trying not to spend all my spell slots so soon, like I did last time.
Okay.
But you know what? I can do this once. I can do this. I'm going to charm person. I'm going to attempt to charm them.
Let me see here.
So they
I'm not gonna let him. I'm not gonna let him rip the paper, but I'll say, sir, this is a very important document that we'd like to keep a hold of. Thank you.
So if he tries to pull on it, are you gonna resist?
Well, I'm gonna have my hand follow him. I'm gonna keep holding on to it, but I don't want to because I know the paper won't hold up to much.
Right. So you're
pulling,
just
but I'm gonna be like, sir, excuse me, sir.
I should also mention, this whole time, the noblewoman has stayed facing away from you, just looking towards the stage. Lucy, your spell fails.
Oh, on both of the guards?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
What if I cast Divine Sense again?
Okay, are you going to do that? As you grip your holy symbol, you sense that both of these guards are indeed fiends.
Okay.
Oh.
The guard is going to repeat. You have no business here. Leave.
I'll just wave to wave to Lucy and everyone to kind of just a little step back.
I'm not there, kind of.
Well, I just wave to
Liz,
Lucy.
you're not waving at me, please.
If you're going to step,
Oh.
are you stepping back, Lars?
Yeah, I will.
If you are stepping back, the guard releases his grasp on the letter, your warrant, not tearing it.
Okay, excellent. And I'm just gonna probably bump into Gael somewhere, but
Try. Against
as I walk, I'm just gonna whisper. They're both fiends, the bodyguards.
Ooh, wait, I have a spell for this. Boom, boom, boom. I literally love how much I use the spell. Telepathic speech. Boom.
Wait, hold on. I have something for this. Oh, but it's gonna cause a stir. That's not good, is it? Okay.
No, we
I
can
can
talk
make-
now, though. I literally
can-
can communicate with you.
Okay, yeah.
Lars,
So
Guys,
you have.
you could also go down the stairs and talk.
Yeah, we could. 100%. Just
I want to
normal
spy, which is
people.
the whole point.
Okay.
But
okay.
Now I can
I'll just
communicate.
go a little bit further, and I'll just say, to Lucy that, and I guess repeating this in my mind, where I say, I can. Oh yeah, well I can probably make her guards run away. If we need to apprehend her, but I know that would be quite disruptive to the performance if they just bolted across the stage. So maybe we wait and go for the capture later.
So while this is going on, Gael is going to be very quiet, observing, mostly at her. He wants to see if there's something very valuable on her. Or that she seems to not very valuable, but something that maybe that she's like holding on to. That she like very much seems very bonded
you can
with.
observe she has a golden circular necklace. Some kind of an insignia on it.
Got it.
We're going for the full pickpocket angle here.
Yeah.
I mean, Lars, wouldn't it just be easier for me to take this necklace and then just like book it? She'll follow me.
That sounds like a ruckus that we'd be making. No.
What if I take it without her noticing, so she'll just have to leave the thing to look for it?
Oh, that sounds real hard.
My sleight of hand is 2.
I
but wait.
wouldn't.
I have a spell, I think.
Oh
that
no.
I just got today.
Oh no.
It's okay,
That's
Lars.
not
Whatever.
what
It
I
just
like
means
to hear.
it just means skill.
I like some.
Oh, but I would have to drop concentration, which means I would be visible. Wait, if I'm invisible, is my sleight of hand better?
At advantage.
It might be an advantage.
Well, just letting you know, the option is here. I'll just stay here and observe. You guys can take my tickets. We can just pocket all the money that he gave us earlier.
Okay. Well, not all of it. We'll return it.
Well,
But,
here's the thing. You've got 2 tickets right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm invisible. I don't need a ticket.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Okay. So,
This is grad student mentality here.
Oh my, I love this. I love this. All right, so
Stretch every penny.
up in the west balcony is Invisible Gael for an hour, I believe. And down here, we've got Lucy and Lars.
I don't really like the tickets from the nobleman and his daughter were for the east balcony, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure I want to be that high because I feel like we'd have to, or maybe we'd be fine with Gael there. I'm just thinking for chase options.
Mm.
You want like a running crowd? Be in the middle of a
Yeah.
crowd that can like panic?
Yeah, I guess maybe the west, like the east balcony will be fine. We can take those seats next to that weird cat.
Okay. If that's your direction, go for it.
Oh, I guess I could have gone to visit my friend.
There might be time for
Was she
that
involved in this
later
today?
on.
What does this cat do when I approach?
As you come up onto this balcony,
As always,
the
we care a lot about the cat.
cat looks towards you, and it gives you a subtle.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna cast Divine Sense for the third time.
This creature is not a fiend.
Okay. It's just a cat.
Lucy will seeing this cat would just go ahead and let you know it's like, oh. Looks at Lars and just like, I need to use the restroom.
With the cat.
Not with the cat. I'm just not gonna be here. I'll be back.
What?
As-
I'm so confused.
I need to use the restroom.
So you are going back down the stairs then?
Yeah, I'm going back down the stairs. If I
So-
hear someone coming up the stairs, let me know if as I'm going down, I hear someone coming up.
So you're coming this direction, and you hear the sound of a door opening, and footsteps coming in your direction.
As that happens, I'm gonna go ahead and become invisible.
Okay. And
And like hug the wall.
your friend who you conversed with the other day walks on by.
Yep.
As he comes up here, he'll say, "Ah, wonderful, I see you saved me a seat. Good boy," patting the cat on the head, and then says, "Hello there. Not sure that we've met. Perhaps I've seen
I don't think we have either.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, then. Would have expected Mr. Castgrove to be up here. I am Paris
Oh yeah,
Ethelrun.
his daughter had a stomach ache, so they left and gave us the tickets. We're acquaintances.
Ah, wonderful. Well, I am the co-director of the presentation you're about to enjoy, so strap yourselves in. Let's begin. I'll take that. Cat gives a as he's moved over to the other seat. Alrighty. And Lucy, you are presently here. You watch
Yes.
as the guard moves to close the doors. Are you going to go in as the show is starting, or are you going to stay outside?
I'm gonna stay outside.
She'll close that. I'm going to go ahead and bar this off. Should restrict vision for you there.
Mm-hmm.
And this will bring us to our feature presentation. Let's begin with this. All right.
P.S. If needed, I can also use my meta magic extend spell to be able to be invisible for longer,
Okay, dokie.
just in case.
So, Lars, I think you're the only one really watching the show. Gael, you're maybe half watching it. Nonetheless, a halfling steps up onto a stool, stands in front of sheet music, pulls out a baton, and begins conducting simple orchestra, which at this time plays but a simple drone, as stepping onto the stage comes a tiefling woman that was met fairly recently. This is Taytel Follows, and you can hear applause from across the audience as she takes the stage, and will exclaim, "Welcome! Welcome, everyone! To the Opera House of Vergent City. I'm excited to present to you our rendition of the fourth part of the Tales of the Emperor. Thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the show." She turns around and sings a deep tone, and as she does so, you watch as illusions of trees and rocks and even a small virgin crystal manifest on the stage. As she begins to softly sing, she sings that the people of Virgin City, oh, were they oppressed. You can see from the right side of the stage now several actors step on, all kind of hunched over and looking not too well, moving towards center stage. It says, they tried to eke out a simple living, but were hampered by the villains of the Axaris regime. And from the left side of the stage, you can see the arrival of actors dressed in reds, purples, and blacks step towards center stage, now moving across, and a man which resembles the visage of the one whom you, in your vision, the second chapter of the Tales of the Emperor, defeated, sings out, "I am Vizier. These are my servants. I dine well, they dine poorly. Ah! Ha 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 ha! Life was
A
hard.
little on the nose.
Life was hard for these poor people. But then, things would to change. As a hero arrived. And you see from the right side of the stage as three figures familiar to you all enter. Swords in hand. She sings, they were of low birth, of noble origin, simple nobility, that is. They would rise to be the highest known in the land. And the emperor of our future civilization spoke of the days he envisioned for this new empire. What did he say? And the actor now speaks. Victor, would you speak for future emperor for a moment here? As he professes his vision for the future.
I don't remember the voice I did for him last time.
Just Southern.
Just Southern,
Oh,
right?
yes.
Right.
Well, no.
Go. Go for it.
On the spot. All right. Yeah. Well, I do declare that for the years to come, no, for generations from now, I see a nation of peace and virtue, of people being kind to one another and taking care of each other. No more will there be days in which we must fight each other for resources, where we must fear for our lives, for our safety. No. This shall be an auspicious occasion, for this will mark the day that we begin a true peace of solidarity and wisdom.
Now, of course, as this is an opera, this is all done with the affect of song, of peace and solidarity. Aided, Taytel sings, by his uncle, the Venerable. What would he say to advise his nephew? Tavis, would you speak for our friend Tardan, Gulliver?
Do we have a... Well, we'll continue to build a land of the people and for the people and by the people. And together we will be able to overthrow our oppressors and show that even those from humble origins can fight for what is right in this world. And together we will build a stronger and a better Virgin Empire.
And then lastly, Jastor's best friend, Norgumpin the dwarf. A dwarf of few words, but great meaning, said,
So off we go, my friends. That's it.
And so off they indeed did go. And you watch as the actors rush across the stage, the common people cowering. As the Virgin heroes confront the Exaris, they all wrestle and stage fight with one another, and you watch as the heroes all kick the Exaris to the ground. The Vizier says, "We flee, but you have not won, not yet!" And the three of them all rush off the stage. But as they depart, someone else would enter. The infamous leader of the Exaris regime steps onto the stage. The dark Taroom Jacksonaire has come. And will he be feared? Will he be defeated? He steps forward, confronting the Virgin Emperor. As the actors move closer to one another, Taroom says, "Oh, my fool boy, you cannot stop us, for we are more than just mages and abusers of magic. We have allies of greater power than you could possibly imagine." And you watch as with a discordant tone, Taytal sings, and another illusion presents itself behind the leader of the Exaris. A great dragon of green, its body seeming to be made of the virgin crystals which govern this empire's success. Room laughs and says, "Ha ha ha! How could you possibly prevent a dragon?" The Emperor will speak once more, and then you hear a great roaring sound, a screeching noise, terrible. And yet, the illusion of the dragon does not move. How do you all react as the actors on stage seem quite confused?
Lars will go ahead and loosen his scabbard.
As Lars, you are the first to observe a ruckus as several of the deckhands from behind stage run out and say, "Ah, a monster!" And you can witness
A
creature.
dragon.
Of white spines and bone
Glad
Oh.
Oh, we didn't take care of it.
The bone devil from the sewers has returned.
Could have done
Okay.
something about that.
No, we couldn't have.
I would ask that you all roll initiative for me.
Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Especially since I'm not even there.
Where is my character? Last.
Oh boy.
Lucy, you don't know anything's happening.
Nope.
This devil is going to rush forward and bite down on this deckhand, throwing his body to the side as the other one runs, fleeing him. This deckhand is dead. The crowd gasps in fear at the sight of blood and death, and you watch as the illusions, the dragon, and the stage decorations fade away. And Tatal says, "This isn't part of the show! Flee!" Lars, what are you going to do?
I will stand up and move, but I want to hold. I'm gonna just be looking at the mistress, and I'm going to be seeing if she moves, and if she goes to leave the opera house, I will dash down the stairs.
Make a perception check.
Oh, she's not even there. It's just a puppet.
No information. Okay. Alrighty. You are staying here for your turn then, Lars?
Yep.
Okay. Gael, you witness the arrival of the Bone Devil. What are you going to do?
I'm going to wait to figure out what Lars is going to do. And I'm going to stay where I am because I'm like, I mean, kind of the deal of doing something was being here. And also, I'm a spellcaster. So if I get to stay up here, it's actually quite a benefit because I don't get attacked, which is really nice. So, yeah, I am going to wait and see what they do. But if they try to get through me, I will let the guards pass and try to block her / also I want to steal that necklace.
Okay. We'll see if it comes to that. At the top of the round, you hear Grace DeLune just give a laughing at the situation. Lucy, you are invisible by the money. And what on earth are you trying to do here?
We all know what I'm trying to do.
Are you trying
There's
to
no question.
steal the keys from her to unlock the door?
100%.
Okay, roll
yes.
a damn sleight of hand check at advantage.
Oh man. I'm sorry.
You see
I'm
your
sorry
opportunity, you're going for it. No.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. You got a debt to pay off.
I do. I 100% do. Sleight of hand. Oh boy. Well,
This guardswoman looks around and sees and feels her keys being attempted to be pulled from her belt and slaps the air, slapping your hand and says, "Intruder, who are you?" Drawing her baton. And she's gonna try and swing out towards you at disadvantage because you're invisible.
yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be a swing here. 9 will not hit
That'll
you.
miss.
Okay.
Cool.
It's your turn. I'll say that was your first turn, so what are you doing here now?
So when she discovers me, I am gonna go ahead and cast. God, I always gotta look for this thing. I'm gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, so she needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Amazing.
And you become visible, right?
And she fails.
You do become visible, but she has failed.
Yep.
Okay.
So she is now incapacitated with a movement speed of 0 because just a whole, but like essentially, just what she starts. She becomes hypnotized, and in her mind, what she sees is just like a bunch of Lucy's. Like how she thinks like she thinks she's like being flirted with by a bunch of different Lucys, and so like all the different shenanigans.
Yeah.
While she's doing that, the real Lucy's gonna go ahead and take the keys, being mindful not to jostle her
Right.
and wake her up, and then turn around, open the gate, and go to the money.
Okay, all right. So that's your turn, and on the next turn we'll resolve you looting. Okay. Good stuff. So we've got a number of security guards, basically. And
They don't get
Lars,
paid enough for this.
you look up at the stage and you watch as all of the actors run away, and you hear the actor who plays the leader of the XR's dream say, "I have no power, I'm just an actor!" as this other deckhand is grabbed and his head is consumed. As the Bone Devil charges after the next one. He watches it
running away from me. I don't like that.
slings out its stinger, and you watch as it fully impales this stagehand with it. Yep. Good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Lars, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to. How high is this up?
This is, it's gonna be, you're looking at probably like I want to say it, 10 to 20 foot drop. So this is gonna be potentially ouch. But the noble alongside you is going to pick up his hat and say, good meeting you. Time that I absconded myself. Goodbye.
and then, so I want to try to run and jump and dive, tumble onto the stage.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. I won't have advantage. 19.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, not good at those.
That's fine. You take 2 points of damage.
Okay, I can deal with that.
You land. What are you going to do?
So that was 15, and I'm gonna run up to this beast, and I'm going to hold out my holy symbol. I'm going to say, as I will channel divinity, turn the unholy, say, "Be gone, you foul beast!"
Good. Paul, wisdom save.
Yep.
Oh!
Nice.
That is a natural one. That is a fail
Nice.
for the creature. And its eyes go wide, and it is going to begin fleeing in the direction of the actors on its turn.
Yes, and this is the other issue where I'm gonna yell out, "Get off the stage! Get off the stage towards the audience! Run!"
Okay.
I was gonna try to cut it off, but then it moved too much, and
Okay, let's see what we got here. Anything helpful? That could be good. That is a touch. Okay. The actors are going to flee down as you directed them. The singer is going to stay on the stage and move to this position. Alright, Gael, we didn't get to you. What are you doing up here as the noblewoman stands up somewhat abruptly?
God, I don't know. Do I stop her? Do I let her? I don't know. Damn it! I'm like this close to casting web, but like, I don't know what my point is. I mean, sure. Why not? She seems evil enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna step back, so I'm not affected by my 20-foot coup. And I am going to cast web.
Your invisibility falls away.
For sure. And I'm around the corner.
Just kind of toss it out there. Okay.
Spidey senses style.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so we got a web. And that is a dex save on their turn?
Yeah.
Got it. Ready?
Yes. And I mean, I guess while I'm at it, I'll start walking. No, it's gonna be so many people down there. I'm gonna walk down a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go down the stairs.
You got it. Lucy, you are looting.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, let's roll me a sleight of hand check. The success of this will increase the variability of how much you're able to loot.
Okay.
Okay. You are able to loot 250 gold worth of valuables.
That's nice.
And you can either move now or continue looting.
I am going to.
Such a hard decision.
Such a hard decision. I'm going to lock the door.
Okay.
I'm going to lock the door.
Yep.
And I'm just going to try to stay out of sight.
Okay, you got it.
Because I don't, or am I allowed to cast another spell or something?
Nope. I'm saying action to loot, and then movement was to loot again or to do what you just did. Cool.
Oh, okay.
The Bone Devil will now flee, moving its speed, and then
dash away.
Dashing again. You watch as this creature, its terrifying visage, is contorted into an expression of fear. Ah! As it screeches out once again, but now no longer in a terrifying sense, but in a frightened sense. That is the Bone Devil's turn. On the turn of your foes here, they are all caught in the webbing. Now let's see.
Light it on fire!
Lars,
Are we trying to kill them?
Lars, make a perception check. Okay. You are not able to observe the continuation. And it is your turn. You are focused on the situation of the Bone Devil, unless you want to actively choose to do anything different.
I'm gonna, well, maybe not occupy the square of that person, but I'm just gonna charge towards, get closer to Claire.
Oh, indeed. Okay.
Yeah, but if I get popped up, there.
That's fine.
Citizen, move!
Fantastic. Is that all that you've got this turn?
Yeah, that's my dash.
Okay.
So.
What's your dash?
Wait, so did the monster leave and we're done and it's gone? It's good?
Awesome.
That tells me no.
Well, for a minute, but
I'm gonna run Taytal on your turn as well. She's gonna hop down next to you, and she's gonna say,
oh, and then I will communicate. I'll point up at Claire and say, "Why, that's the person responsible for this bone devil."
You are not pointing up at Claire because Claire is no longer there. Make a perception check again.
God, motherfucker. I lost her. I lost her.
Taytal will sing, brave hero, keep fighting the fight. And she is going to cast Heroism on you, Lars, in case that comes in handy. At the start of each of your turn, you're going to gain 2 temp hit points. Nope, 3 temp hit points.
Wait, she didn't pass by where I was? Because I'm on the hallway.
She did not.
And my
No.
passive perception didn't pick up anything.
Correct, and she's no longer within your line of sight. Gail,
Okay.
you're up. What are you doing?
I guess Gael knows nothing about the fact that she disappeared. I thought I was being so good. So I guess I just keep running.
What is the
And I'm gonna
DC to
dash.
break the webs? Strength. Your spell save DC is 15. Okay. That means that you will hear the clomping steps of one of the guards coming in your direction.
Great.
Go ahead and move.
I guess I could do something behind me. Spells. We're gonna do a chaos bolt because it's fun. I can see him right behind me.
Yeah.
Cool, cute.
Have at it.
Chaos bolts are the best. Bloop.
You hit.
And then I need to do a 1d. So 9 is. Wait, no. And a 1d8. Sorry. Slash RG. Is that it? 7. It's psychic damage.
Cool. Your bolt of purplish translucent energy slams into the creature, and it gives a as it struck.
It doesn't die. I
Nope.
keep running.
Okay. Keep running.
15. And 10. Cool, that's my turn.
Cool deal. Lucy, are you going to Heidi or Lutzi?
I am looting.
All right, roll
Damn it,
another
Lucy.
sleight of hand. 250
damn it.
gold more worth of stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the 500 I needed, right?
Yes.
No.
So,
Yeah.
are you going to use your movement to do anything else, such as unlock and try and leave, or are you going to keep looting?
I'm. Oh.
Greed check. Roll a greed check.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, I'm gonna keep looting.
All right, roll another sleight of hand. Okay.
Oh.
You're able to gain, at this point, with a success, 250 gold more worth of stuff. So you
Oh,
are,
that's it? Just 250?
Yep.
Oh.
It was a low
Oh.
roll on the. It was a low roll on the initial inspection, so you didn't get full value. The second half of the
Oh.
inspection's harder because you're basically now sort of picking from things that are less obviously valuable, and so a higher roll was needed to clear the chest in total. And that's what you've got. 750 total worth right now.
Okay.
Okie dokie. And then that is your turn. The adversary's turn. You hear footsteps clomping after you, Gael, as this guy dashes up behind you,
Whoa!
running down the stairs towards you, saying, "Don't leave!"
Creepy.
And then that is going to be... Okay, the other one's still webbed. Lars, I'd like you to direct your attention to this point, where amongst the nobility fleeing the opera, you see her. But a moment, she turns, looks over her shoulder, almost in your direction, and gives a smirk, and then waves her fingers as invisibility flows over her, rendering her unseeable.
But she is a fiend.
Nope. That was the guards
Damn
that,
it.
that were detected as fiends. That's her turn. And that brings us to Lars. What do you got?
Okay, so I want to, as a bonus action, cast my 2nd level spell, Branding Smite,
Also, the creatures continue to flee.
and I'm going to dash up to the last square that I saw her in,
Okay.
holding my sword out.
Okay. You rush up, holding your sword out.
And that's it, because that was like my action to dash up there. But
Okay.
if she goes to leave, I want to try to smack her.
Okay. Gael, what are you doing?
Because he's so close to me right now, if I move away from him, does he get an opportunity of attack?
Yeah, he does.
I don't like that.
Um,
Well, how about this? I can use one of my meta magic things, the Quicken spell, to cast something as a one of my cantrips as a reaction
okay.
or as like bonus action.
Mhm.
And I will do minor illusion
Okay.
and replicate his boss's sound up the hallway
Uh-huh.
and say something like, you know,
What'd she say?
I'm stuck, need help. There we go.
I'm stuck.
And
I'm stuck, step bro.
no, need help, need help. And then, or get me out of here. There we go.
Okay.
And then,
Roll
as
for
an
me.
added,
Roll for me a check. I'm gonna give you advantage on this. Roll me 1 roll deception and 1 roll arcana. We'll take the higher of the 2.
deception,
Boom.
and arcana.
But the 26 will do it.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. You are compelling. Fantastic. Okay. 1. Okay. Alright.
And then can I cast another cantrip?
I would
No.
trust.
No, because
Because
I
it's an
remember.
action and a bonus action. I don't know if I can
Well-
cast 2 spells, but a cantrip?
No, because I remember I asked if I could do that last
Right.
session, and we
So-
agreed that you could cast a level spell
and a
and a
cantrip.
cantrip, but you can't do 2 cantrips.
I didn't
Fine.
actually do my
Well,
research on
then-
that. I'm making a note to do that right now. Okay.
Perfect. Well then, on his way out, I will also cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
And of course, keep fleeing.
Okie dokie. So you're going to chuck that on him as well. So that's a wisdom save. And that is going to be a failure. So he's going to take the 9 points. And he rushes away, bloodied. You can see as his armor appears to be cracking. And even his helmet is sort of cracking. And where it's cracking, you can see it's like his skin is peeling apart. And there's almost a fleshy crimson red substance beneath. But he's going to rush away. Okay. Lucy,
Yes.
this situation is about to resolve. How are you going to make your escape?
So the person who is hypnotized should still be hypnotized.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead. I have enough money. I'm gonna go ahead and just open the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna walk right past this person.
You're walking out the front door.
And
Like, metaphorically speaking, that's your escape plan.
yeah, walk right out the front door.
I love it. Okay.
And I'm essentially gonna be here and as if I was helping people all along. It was just like, this way. Make sure you don't trip over anybody. Just
Okay, that's Lucy.
Every
guiding
single
people
time
out.
you move your arm, just like the sound of coins.
Lars, what are you going to do?
Is the space in front of me empty? Can I walk through it?
Yes, although I will note for you, the space is empty. You kind of step into it. No one's there. You do hear a sound on the north side of the space of boom, boom, as the two guards jump onto the stage and move in this direction.
Also,
They seem to be departing the situation.
wait, question.
Yep.
From where I am, do I see Lady
Nope.
whatever her name is?
You don't.
Mm.
Lars, any other
He's
tricks?
invisible.
I had one job.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
I guess the only I might just charge up here and just see if I bump into something on my path, but that's about it.
You do not. Gael, any last tricks?
I mean, I'm gonna try and I was originally going towards the general room to see what was going on and try to help, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
And I guess I'll end up around here, and if someone can tell me, I guess I'll dash. Why not? And then I have another 10, 15. Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
Okie dokie. Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to conclude our combat state and bring us to the end of our first part tonight. For the remainder of this evening, the two of you that moved in that direction, along with Tatal, the opera singer, will sort of keep tabs on this bone devil as it flees and can report its location to, well, frankly, the authorities. And that's not actually going to be you in terms of cleaning up a devil. The Virgin government will handle the bone devil. You are able to trace its location and feel fairly confident that it will be dispatched in good time. The two guards of the lady which you were chasing fled. She fled. So we will go to your return to the police station on the evening when we return from our break. I will see you all in 10 minutes. All right, folks, we're live. Let's continue. I take us now to the perspective of our returning guest player, Samir, who is playing Anushka Savant, who is a, well, humble investigator of a personal sort. At this time, you have come to the Virgin City Police Department, where you are meeting with one of your networked connections. This is Inspector Jordan Meadows. He is the head inspector for the VCPD, and he has been able to give you several leads and several directions in which to go to keep your business going sometimes. So, Samir, would you briefly for us introduce however you would like to Anu?
Yeah. Anu, as Jake Henry said, is something of a private eye. She comes from a baking family, but decided the best way that she can serve her community is offering her services for investigation outside of the police department.
Fantastic. And so Inspector Meadows will comment to say, well, there's one potential case that you might be able to work on, but it's kind of a big one. It could end up being big trouble, from what I understand. But it's very high profile. We could actually, I believe, even offer you a commission for some of the work. Something of fairly large dollar value, if you care. Understand my meaning.
Yeah, I'm interested. Let's hear it.
We are tracking down the remnants of a devil cult. We have a lead on their potential leader, a noblewoman, and I believe just returning our investigators, our special team, whom are returning from, I believe, a failed attempt to bring her in for questioning. So we'll see how that proceeds. You can meet them here and then meet the commissioner in his office over there. In the meantime, I will be informing him of my brief investigation, and then off to the most common practice of working at the VCPD. And do you know what that is?
No.
Paperwork, my dear. Paperwork.
It's the benefits of being private. Less paperwork.
As you ride in...
Not saying that to anyone.
Indeed, he's walked away from you. He was done talking. So you just... Oh, well,
saying
he's
it
gone.
under my breath. Yeah.
As the three of you return to the station, you perceive several individuals riding by fast on horseback. You can see they're armed in large, flowing coats with lots of virgin crystals adorned upon them. Lucy, I will allow you to roll a history check to attempt to understand anything about these people.
Okay.
You do not know. But nonetheless, it is at this time that you can encounter Anu in the entryway of the VCPT. As at this point, it is quite late, mid to late evening, when Anu's finishing up her consultation. The inspector's probably ready to go off work, and the three of you have finally concluded your part in dealing with the Bone Devil. Come on in and report.
Well, that was a bust.
Lucy, you recognize the inspector who got you into this whole situation.
Well.
Oh, hello.
Are you here to ruin my day any further?
I'm here to hopefully help.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take my little ankle bracelet off for me? That's so kind of you. as Lucy like lifts their pant leg and shows the tracking device.
It's more or less a metallic band with a virgin crystal embedded deeply within a large facet on its side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that, but I can help with the case.
All right.
Lucy, face it, we suck at this.
Oh no. Don't get me wrong. I know that. It's just that this Missy over here is the whole reason why I'm here in the first place. So.
Yeah, so a good old friend.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, shall we go say hi to the commissioner and let him know?
Oh yeah, I'm not looking forward to that conversation.
No.
All right. Make your way into the front room here at your leisure.
Question, Dungeon Master. I am quite fixated on my idea of getting some of these ankle bracelets. So can I just skedads and look around?
Okay? You can do that. I mean, materials.
I mean, it can be a side thing.
You've seen enough of this place to understand that this is the sort of storage, the equipment locker, where that kind of thing would be kept. So you can kind of peek in that room as you come up and see a couple of officers in there that are sort of stowing some things, chatting.
Cute. Yes. Time for chaos.
We're starting off well, I see.
Yes.
Yes. I am just gonna turn myself into. Do I know anything of the ranks of people around here?
They seem to be these guys seem to just be sort of normal officers. There's the commissioner above them. There's inspectors that have a little bit of clout. But there's not necessarily an easy lieutenant position to take.
Got it. Well, I can just turn myself into the commissioner and then just walk in and be like,
okay.
All
right.
Oh boy.
As you step in.
Hey, you just had your chaos ass like moment, so it's my time.
And take on the visage of the commissioner.
Perfect.
You go to open your mouth to speak, and in the background you hear speaking to Anu and Lars. Ah, hello. How are things going?
Wait, no. The walls are stone. They're very thick. I have thought this through.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But you are able to, as you're entering the room, hear his voice as the door, you're swinging the door closed behind you.
Okay.
And then the two guys look to you in confusion. What are you going to do?
Oh, hey. These
Lucy
guys
is
aren't doing that
waiting.
great. So, thinking I'm gonna add some extra guys to the group. Get some more. See if we can find someone with a little bit more skill.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Hell yeah. I mean, it should be. Wait, sorry, I did it with advantage.
It's the 14. Okay. So I'm going to give these guys a roll.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Except one, I guess.
So
if it matches.
one of them is, oh yeah, okay, what do you need? And the other guy kind of looks a little quizzical towards you.
Yeah. Just gonna get some of those ankle bracelets. No one said I was great at this.
And this
Training
guy-
wheels for the spy.
This guy will say, okay, go for it.
Cool. Do I know where they are?
No.
Great. What do you mean, go for it? I need 5. Hand them over.
Okay. They get to reroll.
Oh,
Do I get to reroll?
No. Okay, the guy who was sus of you continues to be sus and says, hold on a second. You know where they are. And
Wait
we're
a
not your lackeys.
second.
You don't tell us what to do. That's not how this works.
Check thoughts. I need to do something about this pronto.
Oh,
What
man.
can be my... I don't... ooh, can I roll intimidation?
So I feel like Lucy is just outside the door listening to all this happening and is like debating with himself, just like, oh man, do I help or do I just really enjoy this moment?
I may need you in a minute, but first, can I roll intimidation?
How are you trying to intimidate them? Just more
I'm just
grandstanding?
gonna be like, do you really want to test that out?
Oh,
Are you really confronting me? Your boss?
God.
You're questioning me.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Oh my
Please roll
God.
good. Yes.
And then both guys kind of go wide in the eyes, and this guy's like, all right, but
Oh,
don't let your bad memory get on record. Here, how many did you say you need?
5.
5? My gosh, that's a bigger team. All right. He will hand you one. So they're kind of each individually sort of packaged, and they've got sort of a unique key situation going on with them. And there's also a attached to that key seems to be a sort of a detachable bit. And he'll say, "Do you need another monitor?"
Yes.
right.
Well, just
Okay, and he brings you a larger device that seems to have sort of a circular shaped crystal atop it that's a little bit more clear. And you can see on that, he's gonna say, all right, and he plugs the 5 halves of the key into it and says, all right, once these are on someone and locked in, they'll show up as little dots here. You'll be able to monitor this. Your position is always at the center.
like, I know that. Just like,
That's what you do, of course. And he'll just kind of walk away shaking his head.
just be like, continue along as if nothing happened.
Okay.
Thanks for everything. And just leave.
Wonderful. So, Gael, I'm going to add to your inventory 5 urgent ankle monitors.
I am going to hand 2 over to Lucy while I take a very big sigh and I'm like, oh, God damn it, I need to practice more.
Lucy's just gonna look at you just like with this huge smile, this huge grin, and just like slow clap.
Okay.
Just like, wow, absolutely phenomenal.
That was
Gonna head off to our meeting.
something. All right, so as you step into the room, Anu has been filled in on the details of the case, the mundane details, and Lars, I presume you have briefed the commissioner on what just happened.
Yes.
Okay. Then the hooligans enter, and the commissioner just kind of looks up and says, "Oh, what took you so long? Were you delayed?"
Bathroom.
Yeah.
Both of you.
Do you know what it is
Oh.
to fight
Oh.
with a bladder full?
If that's how it looks, that's how it is.
I'm not going to ask any more questions.
That.
So, here's the bad news.
Uh-oh.
Our request for a warrant has been rejected. We don't have the go-ahead to investigate Grace DeLune's residence. Why?
Well, not officially, but 3 people are dead, sir.
I agree.
Lars, are you becoming a bit more flexible about your morality?
Look,
I'm not gonna not encourage it.
Well, maybe.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
Lars.
Why this is rejected, I do not know, and it instills within me a deep frustration and distrust of our government, if I'm to be frank with you. But I'm sure that's a feeling that you are all fully accustomed to.
Yeah, Lucy's just like, Commissioner, it's if it's taken you this long to be distrustful of those with authority, I fear for your future.
Distrustful is a difference than the losing of faith. You are correct, Lars Larson. You do have the opportunity to break and enter on this property. I can attempt to write off any positive outcomes of this intrusion as unscrupulous behavior and state to claim that you'll be disciplined for it. But if the nobility gets involved, if other authorities are witness to your actions, if this goes bad, I will no longer be able to protect you, and you'll be sent to the Mage Tower or whatever fate they should choose for you. Have some respite. Death is an unsightly punishment that is usually not handed out for such a deed. But to you I say, if you are to proceed with this, you must choose to do so. This will be an action of your own will. It is no instruction that I give you. This choice is now in your hands. Will you pursue this dark cult, or will you let it fester?
Faster. Sorry.
I'm sorry. One moment of everyone's time, please. This sounds all dandy and great, and oh so heroic for the tales for our friend Lars Larson here and potential ally, Miss Private Investigator. But for Gail and myself, what's our incentive here?
I give you no incentive. This is why I say you must choose to do this of your own will. For any consequences you face, I cannot protect you from.
At this point, so you should just leave the room. You need plausible deniability.
Okay, so let me get this straight. If things go bad, we possibly go to the tower and bad things will happen. Worse than they've already had. Or things go well and nothing changes, essentially, is what you're saying? We just keep doing what we're doing?
We only go to the tower if they know we've used magic.
You will have my everlong respect for choosing to take on such a selfless act for what that matters. Nonetheless, leave a note with the desk. If you are choosing to do this, just let them know. Just tell them a time. They'll report that to me. At that time, I will be on patrol with several officers in the Noble District, and I will have my monitor for you, so should there be slight tampering with your bracelets, I'll know to come and investigate. Help if you need it. All right.
Well, we appreciate everything you're doing for us, sir.
And I appreciate you, my city investigators. And he nods, steps out of the room.
Lucy, it's not bad to have a person that high up owe you one.
You know, that might be true if I didn't have an ankle bracelet that kept tabs on me. I would probably feel different about this, but it's kind of hard for me to see the positives here.
right? Because
no
if
one's stopping you from asking him to take it off right now.
something tells me he's going to say no.
I'll keep mine.
Oh yeah, I would say no if I were him, but it would be gone in a jiffy.
Yes. Okay. Well,
Lars, honey, do you want me to be there?
Well, you're about 37 hits that you could absorb, so fine.
Oh my god.
Lars! All right, Lars.
How about this?
Disdain is Lars' love language.
Yeah. All right, Lars.
How about this? Let's make a deal. I help you survive this, and you help me not be lonely for a week. How about that?
Well, how am I supposed to do that? I'm with you all the time already.
Oh, no. I mean at night.
Well, I know some people. There's some houses I could probably bring you to.
No, Lars.
You.
I'm not sure if I can do that.
Well,
We could cut it in half, make it, say, 3 nights? No. 3, 4? 4 nights. 4 nights.
And you'll be there 100% then.
100%,
Baby.
I wasn't talking about the nights.
Fine. I'll also be over at the little stakeout break-in thing. 100%. Yes.
Here's Lars, and one day he goes from being a righteous knight to whoring himself out for
righteousness.
righteousness. Okay, 3 nights, and the 4th is just cuddling.
I will take that deal.
And Anu, are you in on this as well?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
This whole conversation.
The full 4 nights, 3 nights, and the 4th cuddling.
No.
I'm in for the stakeout, the mission.
Excellent. And Gail?
Well, I'm bored, so yeah.
Okay. Now the only question remaining is when. Do you wish to go right now, as the sun is setting? Do you wish to go tomorrow? Night maybe being a better time for this, but give yourselves the rest and time to set affairs in order around the city in case things go bad.
Yeah,
Let's take the nights to prepare ourselves, and then we'll go tomorrow night.
Okay? In that case, we will jump then to the following morning, after you have returned to the Gentle Plenty, a tavern in the Middle District, and had a long rest. Anushka, you are given instructions here that you probably know where it is. So my question is, Lars, are you knocking the first night out now, or are you going to postpone it until afterwards?
No. Payment only upon receipt of 100% in.
It's a down payment, man.
Yeah.
No, that's not how this arrangement works. You need to be fully there on the stakeout before anything happens.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
In that case, we go to tavern in the morning.
Yeah.
You all make sure you've had your long rest statistically, update your hit points, spells, all that stuff. As you are all coming out into the tavern, let me just jump us here to moving out Lucy, are you meaning to go out the back door? No, I think I accidentally did that.
No, I think you accidentally did that to me.
I got you then. So, as you enter the main space of the tavern, and I will say that Anu, you are arriving at the front door. Several things draw your attention. First is the owner of the tavern, and sometimes bartender, Tazan Deepmug, who is with a leash upon his new mascot, introducing the dog, which Tavis, you acquired for the tavern, to one of the patrons. He says, "This is Joby. He's a great little guy, isn't he?" And he goes, "Aroo!" as he interacts with the patron, who just kind of pets him on the head. You also hear
dog.
a soft from the piano, where a small red creature is kind of squaring off with the curious cat. As you step into the space, Lucy, the creature, goes and shifts into invisibility, but I'd say probably about 15 seconds later, you feel a tap on your shoulder and a from next to you.
You.
Nobbit the imp should be in your journal and will follow you along on this adventure.
Nobbit, my old friend.
As you all meet up in the morning, there are several things which may be of brief interest to resolve as matters that I have sort of set. But I would also ask, mostly it's the three of you who have had some things kind of going in the background, if you have any particular things that you want to do before this job.
I mean, I guess I could go check on my friend. I want to go check on my friend. I mean, I could have done it like before going to bed.
That's and maybe
or
that's,
during the day.
Maybe that's when it happened. You speak of the tarot reader at the carnival, or of the
Tarot reader and the like performer. What's her name?
The bard at the opera house.
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them.
Okay. Fantastic. Then Lars, anything in particular?
Or no,
That's fine.
I think that's yeah, nothing.
Just existential dread.
Okay. And Lucy, anything in particular?
Lucy is going to get in touch with their second in command, hand off the 500 gold needed.
Perfect.
Oh, I would have given the 75 gold back to the commissioner.
Good
that we got
man.
for tickets.
Right. So that's we will jump directly to that as you are all sort of making your way to resolving various businesses. And for Lars, what there is to do is one of the officers has arrived come the morning and asks you to come to the station to help with a business in the jail cells. So we will handle that. But first, let's go to you, Lucy, as you brought it up. Your second and third in command are having drinks at the bar alongside a bartender who you don't recognize. Go ahead and approach them and make the handoff.
Yeah. Hello, darlings. How are you?
Julia, your second in command, will say, "Hello, Lucy." And Jarvis, your third in command and money man, will say, "Yes, good to see you."
Oh, Jarvis, have you finally loosened up like I've always suggested and got yourself some partners already, or are you still too focused on the money?
I have several prospects.
Of course. Well, that's good to hear.
And Julia says, "I've been encouraging him to get out there a little more."
Good. Well, good news. I have solved our little debt problem, as very deftly hands over a very large coin pouch with the 500 gold.
Perhaps you exchanged the valuables to some sellers yesterday or earlier. Yep. So
Okay,
you can
cool.
hand over the money.
Yep.
And she'll say, wonderful, this is fantastic. Good work.
Yes. Of course. Did you have any doubt? It's me. With that being said, I did not. I was not able to procure a new trade route, considering how our old one kind of went up in smoke. So I will leave that up to you to figure that out. Also,
I'll take care of it. I expected negotiation from you, but, well, this is just as good.
yes. Also, one last thing, out of character. If I remember correctly, Guile handed me one or all of the monitors, the ankle
Two
bracelets.
bracelets. Two
You give me
bracelets,
two
no
bracelets?
monitors.
All right.
2 bracelets. There's a single monitor for all of them that you were given. So you handed over just 2 of the bracelets to these folks, Lucy.
Yes.
Okay. Are you gonna pass that off then as
I
well?
handed 2 to Lucy. I am considering giving one to Lars, but I don't know. It's just like
Okay.
we'll see
So
when
Lucy-
when the occasion calls for it.
I'm gonna give them one. I'm gonna hold on to the other.
Okay.
It was like, listen, this is the same device as currently, and like all of this is hush hush. I'm gonna make sure that this bartender is not listening in.
As he's served you morning drink, says, "Hey, Rick Halfhill, nice to meet you."
Hi.
And then he walks away from you, and he walks up to this woman who's just sat down at the bar and says, "Hey, Rick Halfhill, nice to meet you."
Okay.
So, you are passing an ankle monitor off, and is there anything else?
I'm gonna, with passing it off, I'm gonna say, listen, I need you to reverse engineer this to see if there's a way to unlock it, or rather, figure out how this works so that we can figure out how to take mine off. Sounds good?
Jarvis immediately reaches across the bar and says, "Yeah," takes it. I'll work on that.
Thank you, darling. Okay, I gotta go now. I have a big daring adventure to go to tonight. So if you don't hear from me for a while, either things went badly and you thus need to go along with the emergency plans, or things went very well and I'm cuddling up with a certain strong man that's in my company. So
She'll nod
Either
and
way.
say, "Be safe."
when am I never?
She rolls her eyes and gives it. All right, that's Lucy set. I would like to take us now to Lars. Lars, you will follow this officer into the station. He has gotten you to a quick jog as you are now arriving in the prison cell area. And coming in here, you can see a number of individuals which you may, in fact, recognize.
Yep.
The cultist that you incapacitated who looks very upset. And several other criminals who are mostly undisturbed, but most notable is the corpse from your first crime scene, whom was thrown in this cell and is now reawakened and is with hands on the bars. And you can notice he has slightly bent the metal of the bars. The officers will say,
Oh wow, that's kind of concerning.
We've not
Don't you think?
We've not wanted to get close, and we've just fired a incapacitation raise at him. We were hoping that your magic could take him down for good."
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and yeah, do some stuff. Don't you worry about it. Don't you even worry.
Okay, what's that stuff gonna be?
Yeah, where is it? Oh yeah, I'm going to cast Divine Favor,
Okay.
and then I will go ahead and try to stab it.
Okay.
Do it. Um.
I mean, he's just kind of standing there, so just roll it and we'll just take it as a hit.
Okay.
Yep. So as you stab him, golden light flows through his body and he gives a ah as he collapses into a motionless corpse on the ground. I just gotta say,
Oh yeah.
well, thank you. You've set us all at ease. Gives you a good pat on the
Well.
shoulder. You're a good man, Lars Larson.
Yeah, some would say the best, but yeah.
With that, your job is complete.
Oh yeah.
Gael, I will say that you met Tatal Fellows, the singer, in the opera district, and you both agreed to come to Carnival Row to meet your other friends. As you're walking, is there anything you wanted to speak with her about?
Well, just wanted to check in on her from the experience of the other night, given that she was followed by a ginormous bone demon
Devil.
and devil. That one, thank you. Gotta use proper terminology. And yeah, just check in on what her read on the situation is, and
She'll say, well,
see what's going on with her partner, because she had this weird story.
oh, that's all good. I'll fill you in on the fact that a couple of big guys with armor and swords, quite like your friend Lars, showed up with big Vergent insignia on their chests and chased after that bone devil, and I think it's done for. So that's a very good thing. And I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I've seen my share of dangerous situations, and this is no different. But who were you here to see again? As you've arrived at the row.
Off to see the fortune teller. But also, by the way, I'll let her in on the fact that that noble woman is I'll just be person of interest, and then just be I assume she comes to, you get to interact a lot with the nobles, if you can keep an eye out for interactions between them and stuff, and people just keep an eye on her.
She'll give a wink and say, message understood, I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. And then where is my friend?
Well, as you make your way over to here, you can see a tarot deck stacked, but no one is present, and you even see a commoner just kind of look over, confused. Seeing your arrival, the tailor will say, one moment. Come over and say, oh, hello there. It's good to see you.
Well, good to see you again.
I'm sorry, but Jean isn't here right now. Were you coming for a reading?
For that and for some chat. Do you know, is this common for him?
I think he's just having a hard day, to be frank. Yeah, dropped a note by this morning and then said he wouldn't be here for the rest of the day. I think he's just a little sick.
Okay.
I could give you a reading myself if you'd like.
Sure, why not?
All right. I'm nowhere near as competent. I can only do one card for you, but shall we?
Let's go.
Kind of lets her eyes roll back in her head a little bit. Floats her hand over the deck, shuffles it, and then retrieves a card which she places face up on the table. A card which shows the symbol of an eye. She says, the opening eye. This is of seekers. This is of things revealed, of knowledge, truths. What make you of that?
Sounds like I'm gonna have an interesting night.
Go well then. It's been good to see you. Now I do have some customers to get back to. I Wish you well.
Thank you very much. Stay safe and don't sell any bread cloaks to weird people anymore.
Okay.
Keep yourself out of trouble.
And with that, your business is concluded. Which brings us then to our mission for the evening. To the noble district we will go. You have an address, you have a location for the DeLune Mansion. Your chosen approach is in your hands. I've placed you all here, near the building which you are to attempt to infiltrate. You can see several guards outside of the entrances, perhaps the same two that you've met before. What path will you take?
Lucy, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Absolutely.
What is
So-
that?
Well, for those of us who aren't so sneaky, what actually is that? Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah, we decide to change our appearance. Are you thinking of one of the nobles or?
I was just thinking, and just a security dude.
Oh yeah,
Wouldn't be weird to be patrolling.
it wouldn't.
Are you speaking of one of these individuals, one of the bodyguards, or of a police officer?
I don't know the bodyguards.
Yeah.
All right, I will get that set up for you guys. Anu, you have some experience with this kind of situation. Why don't you take some lead on discussing how to approach it?
Yeah, so is this a hedge fence?
It
That's
is.
around. How tall is it?
I would say that fence is probably, I'm going to say about 8 feet.
Okay.
You could climb up on the smaller wooden fence and then hoist yourself over it if you needed to.
Okay. Could I? Is there like enough of like a gap between the top of the wooden fence and the top of the hedge fence where I
The
could
wooden
like
fence is going to be shorter. It's going to be like 4 feet.
right? So I could like stand on that, climb up to the top, kind of peek over, see what's going on.
Yes.
Because it seems to me I don't really know what's going on in here except through that one entrance, right? So I'd like to do that. I'd like to go over here and kind of.
Wait, before she goes, can I say something real quick?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess I'm also discussing this with everyone.
No problem. I'm just gonna be like, Gail's like not really good at like, I don't know. He just that's what he feels like in the moment, and he's like really feeling generous. He's like, I'm just gonna cast invisibility on both of you.
Fair enough. All right.
Be like, I'm feeling generous. Pink.
I love it.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, her and Lars. And I'm gonna be like, Lars, invisibility doesn't do anything to sound, so try, really try, not to clonk around.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. While this is happening, oh, thank God you did that, Jake Henry, because I was just about to utilize him. While this is happening,
You guys should be
Lucy-
able to move these disguises around, and I'm going to mark again a purple and a red for you guys respectively.
okay. So for
There you go.
Lucy is going to talk to Nobbit and say, "Hey, stay invisible and fly around the upper floors, spy through the windows, and come back and let me know if you see anything of interest."
Okay. And I will set up this. Right. Alrighty. So Nobbit can scout. He will look in a window here. And I'm doing this our classic style reveal, so I'll actually just give you sort of 2 squares inside each window as he makes his way around the building.
Okay.
There's this, there's this, there's this, this, and this. And as for the second floor of the building, which I should also should note, is connected to via a tower. There's a tower that has connections on the second floor. And on the second floor, he's able to peek in. There are less windows there, and they're mostly on this side of the house, the sort of eastern side. And through them, he's able to see, it looks like maybe a bedroom, sort of on the close corner to you guys, and then maybe just some more hallways on the other side.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And I'll have Nobbit come back. So, out of curiosity, Guile, which guard are you looking as? Because then I'll look as the other one.
You can't actually distinguish them. They're indistinguishable.
Oh,
because they're masked.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Curious.
Cool.
And so you've got that set. I want to go to Anu now, who you are now invisible. You have that on your side.
Yep.
How do you want to proceed now? Having a look here, are you curious for more detail?
Yeah. Is there anything else that I can see now that I'm above the hedge maze or the hedge fence?
Yeah. So these are small trees, and we have a slightly larger tree up here. Also of note is a small garden with very red flowers, and you can see it looks like a bird bath. And also just a simple stairway up into the building.
I don't see any more people. Any more guards?
You do not, correct.
Okay. So I'm assuming I'm seeing this guard, but
yes,
am I also seeing the other guard?
On the other side of the house, yes, you would be able to probably juke along the fence and get a spot on him.
Okay. Okay, I convey all this information to the party.
Okay. And just shift this real quick. Ready. So you've got that info. All right, folks. The nature of the approach is in your hands.
Restless leg syndroming it and being like, "Can we go?"
Okay, so you know what?
It's like literally walking through the front door. I mean, maybe can we pierce through the shrub array so at least it looks like we've been in the garden?
I'm wondering if we should try to lure this guard out so we can kill him quickly and quietly and then get in that entrance.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm low on intelligence.
Anushka, maybe I don't know. These guards are pretty fiendish and might not care much about a hurt young girl, but that's about as good as I could think of.
She's also invisible, so
okay. And I'm
just
invisible.
remember I'm dealing with it. I will deal with it. how about just like a very classic cantrip, mind sliver? He can see me from the other end. Oh no, he's gonna call out, isn't he?
Yeah,
Soon.
like we want to draw him out here, so we could try to kill him as fast as possible.
Would he find it weird for someone that he doesn't know to just be standing? I'll just look at him from the hallway. He'll probably just be like, "Who the fuck are you?" and walk up.
Okay, so you're gonna step into the line of view between the hedges?
Does that sound doable?
Or should we try like a whistle or something to like? I'm just thinking of classic video game things.
I'm
that's
just going
fair.
for creepy.
Making like a stone sound or something
Yeah,
to like, get this guy to like be like, "What was that?" And then
yeah. I
slowly
think
walk
I think
over.
that's a good idea. Lucy's gonna come over here and jostle the hedges.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. So as the hedges begin to jostle this individual, you can see Anu from your angle looks very much concerned about that, and therefore is going to start moving.
And music change.
And he's going to say, stop bothering the property.
Jostle, jostle.
And he comes around.
Jostle.
Brothers, what are you doing? Why would you create such a problematic sound? You're disturbing the sanctity of this space. Mistress will not be happy with us.
But
Guys,
we're
you
so
literally had him standing right
bored.
around you.
Lucy will reply in a very similar guttural tone. Just, but it's so bored. This is such a boring assignment. Can't we just go killing and slaughtering as normal?
Guys, why didn't you attack?
What
The
did you...
invisible ones.
Because then we wouldn't be invisible anymore.
If you guys wanted to, you have that opportunity. So he's going to
You
continue
can
and
attack
say,
invisibly.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action to attack if they attack.
okay. He's going to say,
Yeah.
Know you nothing of the agreement which we made? Are you stupid? We need not mindlessly cause chaos. We are deceivers, deceptors, and at this time, we have a purpose to fulfill. And that purpose is not...
as his voice raises to a high and loud level, which is almost now causing disruption in the space. You can tell this individual's gotten quite heated.
Our
Yeah.
purpose is not shaking hedges.
Fine. Then I'll go back to the post and just start walking in.
Why'd you leave it in the first place?
I'm gonna go in too, because like whatever.
I was
I
told
guess
to
that's
grab
the
something for the
strategy.
mistress.
I'm just following. I'm following.
I guess that works out. We didn't have to kill him.
Yeah.
Be as sneaky as possible.
Okay, inside? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we just walk right in. I mean, yeah.
And I'm just like trying to time my steps to either Gael or Lucy's like characters be like come, as they're stepping.
Okay, so he's going to return to the front door and retake that position as you're now inside and you see another one who nods and says, Brothers, why are you no longer watching the doors?
We had been tasked by the mistress to search for something.
What?
Gotta get
Did you find
specific.
it?
Not as of yet.
She dropped her pendant.
The man from the front door is going to open the door and say, Brothers, what are you talking about? And this guy's going to say, What? What are you doing downstairs? And then you hear a sound from upstairs. What? I didn't leave the upstairs. What's going on?
I think we're going into attack roll, guys. We should have killed him.
I draw my sword.
Okay. You quietly draw
Can
your
you guys
sword.
take one out just now before this turns into a problem? Just like advantage destroy one.
Okay.
Sneak
Oh
attack one.
They're all very confused, and you even hear a sound. Hey, from the back door. What's going on inside?
God damn it.
Turning into a drinking game of how many times will Jake Henry say what?
What? Okay. All right. This one's gonna step forward towards you, disguised you, Lucy, and say,
Wait a moment. Are you new summon or an imposter?
What? Of course I'm a new summon.
We've got things to do.
all right, make
Mistresses lots.
persuasion or deception checks.
Which one am I better at? Or persuasion? Yeah, persuasion. We're going for persuasion.
It really
Do we get
doesn't matter to
advantage?
me.
No.
No.
It does not change mine, so I will do
That's such a bad roll.
deception.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh. Well. One of them will then speak out and say,
I know how to solve this.
Oh.
Let's see if they bleed.
and he draws his sword. And with that, I'm going to ask you all to roll initiative.
Wait, can I cast a minor illusion? Do we have to do this?
You can cast the minor illusion if you roll higher on initiative than they do.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, and let me do this. I'm gonna plop your tokens on the edge of the map.
It's cool. I'm the one that has a 4.
And I'm the one with the 22.
I'm gonna stay in this character. Yep. Who says I'm not gonna interact with people upstairs?
I'm just for our order here. Adding.
Got it.
All right. 15, and then the bad guys rolled. Let's see what they rolled. Seven. Lucy, you act first. What are you going to do?
I am going to scoff at them, because I know that they're fiends, and do I know what color, like if one of them were to bleed, like were to get cut, I know what color it should be, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean...
Yeah?
No, it depends on what type of demon they are, or sorry, devil they are, and you don't know what type of devil they are.
Yeah, I saw that earlier, but I guess we don't have exchanging information.
Nope. And
Yeah.
it was just bright red blood, just like you guys, so...
Right.
We'll see what it means. What are you gonna do, Lucy? You're on the spot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh.
Okay.
And I am going to, with my action, take out my dagger and cut my wrist to show bright red blood, the same that I remember that they bled.
Okay. Roll the damage then.
Oh.
He's low.
Okay. You take your 6 points of damage and show it.
Yeah.
And they look at it and go, this one by the door is looking to move, and as he's stepping forward, I'm not actually moving the token because it's not his turn, he says,
No, I think a bigger wound ought to do.
This is ridiculous. You must be the imposter.
Okay.
I love how every time we try to like sneak in, it's like, and no.
Yeah.
You suck at this.
Okay.
You must murder everyone.
Lucy, you doing anything else besides damaging yourself?
I'm gonna try to essentially I'm gonna try to say that that one is the imposter.
Okay, roll.
Like everyone else.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be accounted for on their turn. Okie dokie. Anu, are you going to attack, or are you going to let this situation continue to unfold?
That was a pretty good deception roll, right?
Yeah.
I think you guys should just go to the room next door and just look around.
Yeah. You know,
We got
well,
this.
you guys got this? 3 on 2.
Yeah.
He's like, we sure as hell know that like Lars can't move right now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. Are there any open doors? Like, is this door over here open?
The
or-
only way that is open is the way in which they came from, over here.
All right, I'm gonna
Otherwise, it's
sneak
closed
over-
doors.
I'm gonna be like right here.
Okay, I can give you more vision then. I'll even give you a little.
Okay. And I suppose I'm close enough to this one, right?
Yep.
So if things do start going,
Yeah.
I'd like to like save an action for once things start happening, I suppose.
Okay. Sounds good. You'll have an attack if you want it. This guy's gonna move up towards you, Lucy, and swing out a weapon towards you. Say,
I'll show you what
Well,
real imposter blood looks like.
I'll go ahead and take that attack of opportunity at advantage.
roll at advantage. 25
I guess
hits.
it doesn't have that radiant damage on
Okay,
it.
so
though.
8 points.
Just
Oh
the eight.
no.
You are no longer invisible,
Oh
and
no.
this individual is
Why
going
is he
to
no longer invisible?
because he
Because he
attacked.
attacked.
Swing
Oh,
out
does attacking make
towards
it stop?
Lucy. 15 to hit Lucy, and his second attack, 20 to hit Lucy.
The 15, I believe, is going to miss, but the or wait, will it? It might hit. They might both hit. I know the second one hits for sure. Oh boy! Oh
yeah,
boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
that's gonna be a hit. All right, so that's gonna be 13 damage as you watch as its sword strikes. It's almost like a trail of red cleaves across you, and breaking through the disguise. This guy will say,
This one's clearly the imposter.
and
Disguise? What disguise?
well, your disguised self.
No.
This guy is
Doesn't
going to
it?
move around to aid, but the one you were speaking with is going to say,
No, you're the imposter.
Perfect.
so we've got 2 more attacks. So here's the damage on Lucy. 2 more attacks against Lucy. 13 and 20. Check your AC for me, because... and then the last 2 are not against any players. This is going to be friendly fire on them. Okay, this guy is bloodied, which I'm going to mark with...
No, I don't think the disguise self doesn't go away.
No,
'Cause
it's
I'm
still
not-
it remains, but when you're
Oh, okay.
struck, the disguise is unaffected.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Okay. So that's that, and then this other guy is going to move up to here. I'm gonna poke him just in vision range. All right, Gael, what are you going to do in this disastrous situation?
Which one did they say was the
So right now, there's a question of whether Lucy or this one is an imposter.
perfect? Given that no one's paying attention to me, I'm gonna be like, you're the imposter, to the one that like is not the imposter and they think is the imposter, just to like kind of add into it.
Yeah.
And then just, what do they attack with? Have I noticed that?
Swords. They have.
Swords.
They appear to be long swords.
Got it. I don't have that. So that's gonna be weird.
Okay.
So I will just do a distant whispers because no one will know what I'm doing. And I'd rather confusion than just like all right, like
Okay.
complete no-ness.
Do it.
And
it's on this guy?
Yeah.
He saves. He takes 5 points of damage, and his head racks. Okay, okay.
And can I roll for stealth?
Why so?
Because I just want to slowly back away in the confusion and then just walk up the stairs.
I'm not gonna have you roll.
You.
Uh,
I just didn't want to be noticed.
the 3 bodyguards immediately after they took their actions kind of all do a double take, and all 3 of them turn in the direction of the golden paladin that has appeared in the room. Lars, you're up.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Okay, this is gonna be fun.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I will cast divine. No. I'm just gonna attack this guy right in front of me.
Yep. That will
And
do
then-
it. He goes down.
Okay. And then I'll attack this guy here.
You got it.
Oh, and I'm gonna smite on that, so I get the 68, right? Because he's a fiend.
Okie dokie.
Because it's normally 3d8 doubled. For an extra 35 of radiant.
Oh my. So that's 18. He's donezo immediately. One
It's like just
clean.
integrate.
Yeah. Your sword slices through him like butter. Now, I should note, as these individuals die, they shift in their form. They no longer appear as humanoids, but rather as these bloody creatures.
Ooh, not a fan, honestly.
It's likely cousins.
Okay. Lars, that was your turn.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and stay where I am.
Lucy, you're up.
Okay. I was looking over my AC and stuff, saw that
Okay.
it wasn't updated. So, anyways, I should have less life than this.
Okay.
Because I had taken. Anyways, I'll fix that later. So those 2 are dead.
Another 12, I think. Yeah. Okay, what you
Yeah.
got?
I had already casted Shillelagh, so I guess I am going to go ahead and attack with my cane.
That's a hit. And damage.
Yeah.
Remember, I need 100% in.
Yep, I am at 6 health, sir. I feel like
Okay.
I feel like I cannot give much more than I already am.
Anything else, Lucy?
I'm gonna have Nobbit attack as well.
He'll break invisibility. You should have his sheet.
Yeah.
Can you roll for him?
Yep.
Okay. That's a miss. He has advantage. Go ahead and roll again. Perfect. We'll take the damage on the first one. So that's going to be 12, presuming the poison. Cool. 12.
There we go.
This guy's bloodied. Alrighty. And that brings us to you, Anu. Are you going to jump into the fight?
Yes. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm still invisible, right?
Yes, you are.
So if I want to attack this guy, do I have advantage?
You have advantage, yes.
All right. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to use the short sword. And
25 hits.
And I'm also going to sneak attack.
Yep. So that is going to be your 3d6. That should be
Oh,
on
there
your
it
sheet.
is.
Yeah. You can also check that on preemptively if you'd like. That will be enough to finish this one off. Down it goes.
And as a bonus action, I'd like to use Insightful Fighting. So I'd like to use that on this guy. So
Okay.
as a bonus action, I make a Wisdom Insight check against a creature. You can see that isn't incapacitated, contested by the target's charisma. And if I succeed, I get to use sneak attack against the target, even if I don't have advantage on the attack roll.
That's Lucy, though.
Not if you have
Okay. I see.
disadvantage.
I allow that. I think that's fantastic. It
On
is
one of these,
Yeah.
one of these, like,
Like on this one?
bloody guys, right?
I think the ability is written a little bit squirrelily, but I want to be able to use it here. So I'm gonna say the one that's remaining is gonna roll charisma. Ooh, that's kind of high. It's contested by your what?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Is
Okay.
that a wisdom check insight, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna give it to you.
I have advantage.
So
Right.
no matter what happens with this next enemy, you'll have advantage in the attack.
Oh,
And here he comes. Or you'll have sneak attack in the attack. He comes around the corner and sees a bunch of intruders. And he's gonna call out, "They're here, mistress! They're here!" And rush forward to attack you, Anu.
exactly what we didn't
It's a
want, guys.
6
Uh-huh.
and an 11. Those are big whiffs.
Yep.
Gael, you are up. You are at the top of the stairs, but you are able to kind of look over your shoulder and see what's happened and choose whether to finish off the last guy or not.
I guess. Do I know anything about these guys? Are they like resistant to fire?
Nope.
Sounds
Actually,
like
make a history
possibly a
check.
thing.
Make a history check.
Does it have to be history?
Yes.
All right.
This is based
I
on your
better not.
knowledge from your origin of the hells. You've got no idea.
Okay. Well, on that note, I do know that last time Dissonant Whispers worked on them, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that and level it up. 3d6 in a second level. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it in a level 3, and then
He saves, but he takes half of 18. Good damage.
and nonetheless, still gonna walk up. I'm just gonna be like, make sure she doesn't disappear this time because I lost her last time.
Looking
so I'm out.
around, before moving maps here, looking around on the top floor, you can see a landing. There's a closed door on your left, closed door on your right, and a hallway that wraps from a right turn away from that door.
All right. Well, I'll just keep an ear out as a bonus action. Listen for sounds.
Okie dokie. Lars.
I'm gonna run up and take 2 big swings at this guy. Ooh, probably miss both of them.
Miss both of them. That's some damn bad damage. All right, Lucy, you're up. Lucy.
Okay.
you good? Okay.
Well, yeah. So, that person's not bloodied. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. Lucy's gonna viciously mock
You got it.
this guy.
All right, let's see the damage. And that's going to be disadvantage on their next attack roll.
So that's 3 psychic damage, and then Nobbit is going to go ahead and attack as well.
Yoink. 24, that's a hit.
Damn, Nobbit's putting in work.
Absolutely.
This guy is now bloodied. All right, Anu. You need to take him out?
Oh. And I'm gonna step
Try.
back.
All right, and roll your sneak attack. And that will be enough. And down he drops. And with that, we are no longer in combat. Your foe is dead, and its true form is revealed. Which leaves us here now with the mansion. A call has been sent out, but there is no immediate sign of response to it. We're out of initiative. You're free to explore.
We're out of initiative. Perfect. I am going to cast Detect Thoughts.
Also, for clarity here on our situation, I'm going to go ahead and swap your main tokens in, and I will tag them with the little some muffled noise coming through there. I'll tag them with a little flag, and this flag will designate that you guys are still disguised.
Okay,
And
sounds good.
if you want to take that off, then just do that.
And I'll give you 10 points of healing,
Thank you.
Victor, and one of these. So
Ooh.
22.
Touch.
Briefly, while this is happening, Gael, this is what you find on the second floor.
Okay, so I cast Detect Thoughts, and I think it's supposed to give me the idea to detect the presence of thinking creatures I can't see. So then I am trying to detect the presence of thinking creatures I can't see.
Within 30 feet, nothing. Other than,
Okay.
well, nothing including the non-thinking fools downstairs. Alrighty.
Wait, so there is nothing.
Oh, there's more up there, but I brought us here in case you want to go linearly. All right, folks.
I mean, I guess we should just split up, guys. Like, do it, what's it called? Scooby-Doo style.
Well, I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Maybe we should explore the bottom floor and then go over to the tower.
Yeah, but that person, woman, lady just disappears like that, and
well, then she's already gone. If that's what's gonna happen, so.
I'll also note there is no ground entrance to the tower. The only access point is on the second floor.
Got it.
Which you saw. The bridge over from.
I am going to beeline it for that. You can look around here.
Okay. So Gael's gonna explore.
Here, I'll do the thing where I like share my thoughts with you, and you can just know if something's up.
So Gael will take
I know you will
exploring upstairs.
Yeah. I know you will miss me, Lars, but it's okay. I'll just think about me, and I will be present.
Okay.
With that, Lucy's gonna start going through rooms. With the intention of Lucy's not trying to ransack the place, but Lucy is definitely trying to look for any evidence of hardcore evidence that, besides the fact that there are devil corpses here, but wants to find some writing, some contracts, or some messages.
Why don't you and Anu, since you're in this space together, both make perception checks for me?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, Anu, I'm going to send you right to it. Oh,
wow.
You're both on top of things today. You notice a book that is placed on this table, face down, sort of opened on some pages. And I'm going to reveal that to you. This is a book titled Aniva's Sisters. It is now in your journal. Do you care to read a bit into that book? Where it's open, perhaps?
Yeah.
So here's some simple info on this book. The first line being sort of the introductory text near the beginning of the book, and then a chunk from the pages which is open from in the middle.
Yeah, so exploring the mystery of the origins of our goddess of unity. So while no link has been established, Aniva's appearance and popular depiction bears striking resemblance to the diva Angels of Order. Okay.
You find this. Will you take it with you or leave it here?
I'll take it.
You're taking it.
Yeah. Interesting that there's a book about angels.
Opening.
I know it's really hard for us to be on 2
spaces.
floors,
You're all good.
but I
Well,
will beeline it
We'll
towards
just
the
we'll
tower.
just stay it with you guys for now, and then we'll go to the top floor.
Cool.
Yeah.
So actually,
Again,
this bit?
what says?
Yeah, I knew that wasn't the room you were looking for, was it?
No, not really.
But nonetheless, you have found it. Lucy, that is another book that is open here.
Yeah, definitely want to read it.
I'm just gonna start opening crates. I'm good at that.
The Rhymes of Myrrh. Once he tolls on grassy knolls, twice the mice rest where it's nice. If myrrh it is said, he is a tranquil god of death. As such, he needs few with breath. Since his qualms with others are few, mice often will do. Okay, in the first book, Diva was highlighted, and then in this one, mice is highlighted. I'm going to take this one. I think this is a password. We are looking for a password.
John, check your video there if you can. And I know you're stepping into this space.
Yep. I'd like to look around here as well. Is that perception? Or investigation?
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Or start taking. Yeah. You notice this book is closed, but nonetheless, a book sits on this table. You
I'm gonna pick it up.
open
and
to a
see if I can
bookmark.
read it.
A bookmark
Oh.
within brings you this information.
When blood and ash are married in bone, the cry of war. The cry of war becomes like music, trampled underfoot by the first of his minions, the terrible Minotaur. Minions of Mars. And I'm going to take this as well. I'm assuming this is the kitchen.
That is, yes.
Are there any signs of mice in here?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Spend a short period of time looking around, and within the crates, Lars found plenty of sort of basic supplies. The most interesting of things. Lucy, you, I see, have gravitated towards this book, which was on the table here. And that is this.
Praise to Stamos. Behold, within these pages you will find the most expert of inspiration, and bringing order to all. Amen. Now let me regale you with the tales of the loyal centaur. So we have mice. So we have diva, mice, minotaur, and centaur. Okay.
You have covered this first floor. I will now take
Let's
us
go.
to the second, where we will be starting with Gael, taking point initially.
I only have a minute of detect thought, so I'm just gonna like sweep through the top floor really quick to be sure to get everything within the 30 feet situation, but generally going towards the tower. So I assume I get nothing around here.
The tower is
This way.
to the west, so you're going to go through here. And that is going to be this.
So I'm going this way.
Yep. You have no more paths in this space. And I'm going to
Then
go
this
ahead
door?
And there is no door there. That is just the
Oh.
wall.
There is no door there.
Okay. Nope. You were looking at lanterns. There we go. But one thing I will note that you observe is this bookshelf here, which has one shelf, which is emptied. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
It's the worst. Where is that guy where I can ask to do investigation checks for me? All right. I don't have good perception either. 12.
12. Well, what you seem to find is there's a little metal plaque with it has something written on it on the inside of that empty bookshelf.
What does it say?
Good question.
Can I read?
You have the ability to read.
I mean, maybe not this
reads,
language.
Ordered first are gods, then are beasts, then is time. Alrighty.
So you have to put the books on there, I assume?
Possible.
In a certain order.
Yeah. So
Taking another look, you do see what appear to be 6 slots within the base of this bookcase.
Okay.
Okay, we have
And I don't detect any thoughts as my minute is going to run out, right?
That's right.
Cool.
It's a 30-foot range,
I
yes.
guess- Yeah.
Yep.
Get real close to the bookshelf. Get my face in the space of the books and be like, do I
nothing.
sense anything?
Actually,
No.
nothing.
A for effort.
Indeed.
So I guess I'll just go downstairs and tell them.
Okay, and so in that case, I'm going to bring us all up to here as the bottom floor has been cleared.
Random, creepy Scooby-Doo bookshelf. And show them. This way, guys. Bring your books.
Is there a book on this table?
That is a book.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Let's take a look at that.
Very bad at investigation, as we know.
Why don't you read that for us, Samir?
So this is the Children of Neptune, a catalog of the mythical creatures of the sea, most notable of which being the Kraken, known far and wide as a terror to behold, published in 67 Virgent.
Okay. So,
And I'm going to pick that up. There should be one more book somewhere.
yeah. What's over here? Oh, there's a window. These are windows.
Are all of these windows
Nope,
here?
you've got a door here
Oh, there's a door.
Another loo.
and a door right here. Anu just found.
So bad at investigations.
Oh, right here.
Alrighty, and here what you have found is...
Ooh, hello. Tome of Asmodeus. Hark well, for you imbibe the secrets of the Lord of the Ninth, and so he molded the first of his terrifying creations, the Pit Fiend.
Okay.
You would like to...
Is that something interesting?
You got a good eye. That is indeed. Gail, why don't you move on over there, and I will give
Oh
you...
my god, Gail found something.
Why don't you read to us this?
Another suitor, another day. My new bodyguards have proven quite useful in dispatching him discreetly. A bad trip in the commons will be a most inconspicuous death. My loneliness knows no bounds, and yet mortals are no longer able to cleanse it. I will bring you here soon, my love, my groom, my Serenathes.
Oh boy.
Got it. Creepy enough.
Oh yeah.
And at this point...
Yeah, so that's definitely evidence of wrongdoings. What's this over here? Is this a chest?
Lars,
Oh yeah,
Trying to break
you need
it?
something?
There
Break
are
it,
there are a
break
number
it.
of wardrobes around, as well as one chest in the corner.
Oh, I'm gonna go over to the chest and I'll just get my great sword in there and just.
All right, there are some valuables in here that would equal up to 200 gold if people want to steal those.
I will just
Oh,
strategically stay
there's-
back in this room
Yeah,
and wait for everyone to get out first.
yeah, there's
I'm gonna-
there's nothing worth taking in there. You know, nothing is incriminating.
I'm also out of the room.
Take. Oh, guys, where'd you go?
So,
Cling, cling, cling.
you want to make your way to this bookshelf then?
Yeah.
What was that inscription again? Do we have?
Yeah, it's
do we
in the
have one of
chat.
those?
It says ordered
It's in the
first
chat. I
are
see.
gods, then are beasts, then is time.
Okay, so
Actually, don't know which one's time.
I
So
think is
each
the
one
order.
of these,
Yeah, published.
yes, but there's one book.
So one is of
everything's
Diva.
in Verdant, but then there's one not in Verdant.
Oh god, give me a second.
Could I do a history check to see what Xarius is?
Absolutely.
Or how'd I do? Not great.
You know that the Exaris regime was the prior government to the Virgin Empire.
Okay. So that was the first
So-
book.
It's pretty general
Yeah.
knowledge. That's
Great.
Is a kraken a god or a fiend?
I think
I-
it's a beast.
It's considered a beast. Yeah.
Okay.
Kraken,
Like, same
Minotaur,
thing.
and Centaur.
Yeah. And mice. So we have so Minotaur, Kraken, Centaur, and mice are all going to be considered beasts. I think it's going to be the Pit Fiend and the Diva that are considered gods.
And then from there we order it by date published.
Right. So
Yeah.
then Pit Fiend,
the oldest.
It's
Exaris.
the oldest, yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be Pit Fiend, then Diva.
Wait, pit fiend is a god?
Well, that's the thing. None of these are gods, but considering how Pit Fiends and Divas are from, so like a diva is from like a planar, like from a plane of lawfulness and good, it's an angel, right? It's in the realm of gods. And then the Pit Fiend, like, technically the rulers of the Nine Hells, I believe, are considered gods. They're evil, but they're gods. If I understand correctly.
So then,
Maybe?
yeah, it would be pit fiend and diva because pit fiend has higher time, right?
Yeah,
Or would it be diva first because diva is sooner in time?
no,
Because she's 232.
no, I think we're gonna go from oldest to newest, maybe. Yeah, like which came first? Yeah.
The chicken or the
But which
egg.
came first was diva.
No, which came first was the Pit Fiend. The Exaris came. It was a time before Virgin time, so.
Oh,
So
I
it'd be-
thought we were talking about when they were published because
Yeah,
diva is 232 and pit fiend is 421.
yeah, but Pit Fiend is Exaris 421, which is a different time. It's a different age. So like Virgin is the current age, Exaris is the age before Virgin.
Okay, well you got it.
So it'll be Pit Fiend and then Diva, and then I guess from there we go mice, because that's 13,
Yeah, mice, Kraken.
and then Kraken.
right. You should be able to see them all in the
Minotaur.
initiative counter, and I will consider the top of the order to be the left side of the bookcase, and so ordering left to right, which will be the correct direction sequence.
Okay.
We can align these. So right now you are having the Tome of Asmodeus, which mentioned the Pit Fiend first, and then Aniva's sisters, which mentioned the Deva.
Mm-hmm. And then the Rhymes of Myrrh,
Uh-huh.
which will mention the mice, and then the Children of Neptune, which mentions the Kraken, then the Minions of Mars, because of the Minotaur, and then the Prayers of Stamos.
Nothing happens.
Oh no, we got it wrong.
So the other thing is Neptune, Mars are both gods, right? I'm not sure if Aniva is also a god.
So
or
maybe is by the
Stamos,
titles of the books?
Anu would be
perhaps.
aware of the fact that Aniva and Stamos are gods that are worshipped in the Virgin Empire as part of a pantheon.
Okay, but Mir is not.
Mir is a god of death that is known.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That is known in the city.
Ordered first are gods.
Okay, so
Do you do the god like the gods by alphabetical order?
Let's try it.
yeah, we could do that. So what? Aniva,
Asmodeus,
Asmodeus.
Mars, Mir, Neptune.
Mars, Mir, Neptune. Yep.
And as you slot the prayers to Stamos in, you hear a click sound. And then the books are all pushed out a bit. But otherwise, nothing changes.
Wait, so which one?
Oh,
okay.
so we first did the gods, now we do the beasts.
Yeah, and now we do the beasts. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, in alphabetical order, right?
Oh.
So it's going to be Diva. No,
No,
it's going to be
Centaur.
Centaur. Yeah, Centaur, Diva, Kraken, Mice, Minotaur, Pit Fiend.
Centaur is
Yes.
first, Mars is the Minotaur, and as you place them in this order, click,
Mm-hmm.
and they're popped out once again.
Okay. Now we can go by the date. So then we're gonna go Tomb of Asmodeus, and then
Rhymes of Mir.
Rise of Mir, the Children of Neptune, Minions of Mars, Prayers of Stamos,
and then Aniva's.
the sisters. Yeah.
Let's throw these in here. This up. Let's get these up so they can be seen live. And we just need Children of Aniva's. And that would be the... I'm missing here. Minions. Okay. So again, the order we are going through is going to be first Tome of Asmodeus, you said?
Yes.
And then we go to the Rhymes of Mir.
Yep.
And then we progress to the Children of Neptune, the
Minions of Mars, Prayers to Stamos, and then Aniva's sisters.
And as you place them in that order, you hear a final click. The books do not become ejected. Instead, the bookshelf, which you are interacting with, slides back and away, feeling a passage ahead.
Okay. All right. This is it. Lars, honey, would you like to go?
Yeah, I'll take the lead here.
Thank you.
And so initially looking into this room, we don't see anything.
But we see a dagger and a note.
Indeed you do. The note here is... Why don't you read that, Tevis?
My efforts continue to yield positive results. A simple blood sacrifice will be enough to summon an imp. A life must be given to call any larger devil. Binding my new visitors to simple contracts of chaos will do for now. I seek not to draw the attention of the enforcers of the second. I must also seek an alternative location to practice these summons. While the blood devils have been civiled, imps who have arrived have caused quite a ruckus and threatened to reveal me. The final summoning will come in good time.
Oh boy, who is the second? What is this group?
The second is commonly used to refer to as the ninth
The Virgin.
was to the second layer of hell.
Oh.
Got it.
And Anushka,
Oh,
you've rolled a very nice investigation check there. So I'm going to go ahead and give you this letter, which you found on top of the desk here. Go ahead and
This
read
is
that
a
for us.
nobility correspondence. Miss Grace DeLune, your continued avoidance of our demands for your compliance and membership do not go unnoticed. The influence you wield would go far in forwarding the great plan. Do not be misled into thinking that your failure to acquiesce will go unpunished. High Inquisitor Emberheart has recently come to the city. It would be a shame if she had some reason to investigate your doings. We expect prompt response. Baron Walden Cadmere.
Oh.
There's another hallway as well as bags which are dripping or have dripped before already blood, and a door at the end of this hallway.
Oh, I think there's probably some body parts in there. Someone could check that out. But
yeah, I'll check.
I'm going to head to the door and not do anything now, but just stand by the door.
You are correct that there are body parts within, and it's a gory mess.
Okay. Well, don't care for that.
Alrighty.
Gail, honey, you coming?
Sorry.
I'm just waiting for you guys to tell me
Just
what's
a
going
bit
on
distracted
next.
by the fact that I may have been summoned by her.
Oh boy.
Alrighty. Are you
So
going to open
I'm
the
gonna-
door?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see if it's locked.
Doesn't appear to be.
Do it.
I'll throw the door open.
Boom!
Barge in.
As you rush in, you enter a space of a stone floor, within which you see a large circle of magic, blood red, with several corpses piled upon it. You can see two figures in the space, which appear to be the noblewoman and a cultist, who are currently in conversation. As you enter this space, please let me know, what is it that you are going to do?
And I couldn't detect their thoughts?
She was 30 feet away.
God damn it.
See, have a look. I checked this. 30 feet away. You could have detected her thoughts from this exact corner in the bedroom, but you didn't step
But
there.
I didn't.
You've entered this space. As you enter, she turns shocked and suddenly towards your arrival, and then she speaks to this man and says, You are the final sacrifice. Step into the circle. He says, Yes, mistress. And he moves to this space, and you watch as from her hand fire circulates, and she fires a bolt towards him.
Actually,
Can I put myself in front of it? Can I bolt towards it?
I want to use my reaction to counterspell.
Okay, so she attempts to cast a firebolt, and you reaction to counterspell. The man looks shocked, looking in your direction. You recognize this is the man you've met in the marketplace, whose face you've used in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But as the counterspell goes off, Grace will say, How dare you interrupt what you should not? Roll initiative,
I'm
everyone.
still gonna move. Perfect.
Oh, wow, look at that initiative.
That is very good initiative for Mr. Paladin here.
I know, I'm proud of myself. I think the first time it's been over 10 in a few sessions.
Okay.
Did my initiative not go through?
No, but I got you.
Okay.
Well. Lars, you act first. What are you going to do?
Okay, with my bonus action, I am going to cast Branding Smite.
Ooh.
I'm going to run 25 feet right in front of her. I'm going to take 2 swings. So the first, I think, should hit. And
24
it
will hit.
And an extra 2d6, so an extra 11 radiant damage. And she can't become invisible until the spell ends.
Oh,
Full
yeah.
concentration.
Okay,
And-
that is going to bloody her.
And then I'm also going this will be non-lethal damage, by the way. If possible, and I will go ahead and divine smite her as well.
Oh my god.
Non-lethal
so-
divine smite.
Well, I guess just so this first attack I know probably won't kill her, but we're gonna go ahead and add another 7 to that.
That
And
is
then this
not gonna offer. Here's your next
and
attack.
then this is gonna be non-lethal.
Okay, fantastic. I was gonna say magical damage is not lethal.
Oh.
9 will
I'm gonna
not
miss.
hit as you strike her with a blast of holy energy. She goes, "Ah!" and is damaged heavily, but is still standing. Okay. That's your turn, Lars. Gael, you're up.
Yep.
You see this man is reaching for a dagger at his side that he's drawn. What are you going to do?
He's
Ah.
calling for
I'm going to run towards him. I'm going to slap the dagger off his hands. Then I'm going to grab my detector thing. And I'm going to put it on his ankle or neck or whatever comes around closest.
Okay.
And wait, I'm not done.
No, you certainly are not.
Does that count? Does that count as how many actions do I have here? Because they're very small
Let's
actions.
start with an athletics check that he will contest.
Can it be acrobatics? Just
No.
because I have +2. Damn it.
Oh.
You knock the dagger out of his hand. And he looks in your direction. Okay. Now you want to try and slap one of these things on him, so I want you to make a melee attack roll. You can go ahead and roll your whip of dis to attempt to hit him. Unfortunately, that's not going to make his armor class, so you try and get him with this monitor bracelet and are unsuccessful. He jukes away from it. Okay?
As a bonus action, can I push him out of the circle?
No. That's going to have to be next turn if you want to try and do that.
Fine.
Anu, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna run and tackle this guy out of the circle.
Okay. Let's see how well that works. I'm going to need
And
athletics.
I'd like to also not end up being in the circle. So
Sure.
athletics.
Yes, it's going to
Great.
be athletics, which I'm
This is
sure
gonna
you
be
are
fantastic.
amazing at. Okay.
Oh.
Alrighty. So you rush up to him and try and pull him. You're unsuccessful. I'm going to say that is your movement and bonus action consumed. If you want to try and take an action, you can do so. And if that is to try and pull him again, I will actually allow that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try again.
Okay. Roll it again.
Jeez.
I'm going to leave the... Oh, okay.
It was better.
It was... you
Yeah,
try
it's
and...
slightly better.
You're trying, but Anu is not a puller. And this guy's, no, I must die for Nestes.
It's like, stop! Don't touch me there.
Even though he's trying to self-harm.
Yeah.
Lucy, you're up. What have you got?
This is weird. Okay. I am going to look at this lady, and I am gonna. I just want to make sure. Yeah, it's a 30-foot cube within range. It's everyone within it. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah. All right, Lars. I hope you saved this.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
go ahead and
you
cast.
do what you gotta do, honey.
Honey, the plot is thickening.
I am gonna go ahead and cast Hypnotic Pattern. Within the area that covers the cultists, Lars, and the noble lady. Woman.
Lars. Okay. And I'll do that for this. Righty, wisdom saving throw. She saves.
Come on. God damn it.
And that is going to be then the cultist who fails.
He fails. So that's good. So he cannot self-harm. So then I'm going to come over here. That's 30 feet. As I rush past, I'm going to tell them he's hypnotized. Get him out there. And then when I come over here, I'm going to try to nudge Lars specifically so that he's not hypnotized. I don't have to hit him. I just need to shake him.
You need to use an action.
Oh, I need to use an action. Never mind.
Okay. You're here now.
I'm here. I'm there. Hello. Hi.
She is up.
I don't like you.
How is she going to do this? Okay. She's going to hold her hand out, and ice will begin to congeal within it. And in a cone, which is going to blast all of you here. And I'm going to say, not hit Lucy. She's going to cast Cone of Cold. I'm going to need
I'm gonna
dexterity
cast
saving
silvery
throws.
barbs as a reaction.
Constitution saving throws, not dexterity. My bad. You can go ahead and re-roll that, Samir.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh,
This-
yeah.
Do I automatically
silvery-
fail?
Bad news, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're incapacitated.
Wait, does silvery bards do anything here?
Nope.
No,
Not
because
an
it's
attack
not
roll.
an attack roll.
All right, so go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Succeeds in an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Oh, because it's not an attack roll? Why is it not an attack roll?
Nope. This
Because-
is a saving throw based.
Yeah, it's just a saving throw. Yeah. Yeah, so she's not
Yeah, but-
rolling to hit. It's everyone else is rolling to dodge.
And this is
Yes,
sort of a
but
visual for you.
he could give the cultist advantage on the.
No,
that's what I'm trying to do.
No,
Oh.
that's only that is. I think the idea behind this spell is that you take the reroll from the d20 and then give that as a
This is
advantage.
this is disadvantage. It must re-roll the d20 and use the lower roll.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can give disadvantage to one of us and give
Yeah,
him
you
advantage.
can then choose a different creature you can see within range.
Because I
Okay.
have to do a saving throw. I can give myself disadvantage as
To try and
whatever.
give him success.
Or
I will say you've beaten these cultists up before. He ain't living through this. But if you want to try and leech his roll for yourself or for Anu, you can try and do that with this.
okay, fine, I'll do
I'll
that.
allow- I'll
I'll give
allow
it to
that.
Anu because it looks like how much
Okay.
damage are we taking?
35.
On a
So
fail.
I will just survive. I mean, I have. So what saving? Sorry, I was very
So,
concentrated on my spell.
So here's
Con.
what we've got. we've got you're using silvery barbs, which I'm going to say is your manipulation of the chaos of this circumstance to
Give Anu
switch
another try.
the saving throws of the cultist and her. The DC is 14. He rolled a 13, but has no con modifier. Anu has a +1, so Anu rolls a 14 and saves.
Oh my god.
You are still up, Anu. And you're going to take
All
half
right.
of that damage. You are going to take 17 points.
And we're about to have a monster.
Yeah.
And you are taking 17 as well, Gael.
17. Oh, okay.
Oh, also, Lars, you are not hypnotized anymore.
Oh, this is true. Thank you.
This is true.
Yeah. God damn.
Okay. That's her turn. Lars, you are no longer hypnotized. You are up. She says, yes, he comes! As you observe as fire begins to plume from this summoning circle.
God damn it.
Non-lethal.
Not lethal.
Okay, you clock her in the head with this, and she falls
The
unconscious.
long part of the sword.
So much has
I
happened.
grab her and start running.
So much has happened that I failed to ask you, Lucy, as you were closest to the door, to roll a perception check at the end of your turn.
Okay.
What door?
This door. The only door.
Oh. She was.
20.
You, just as you were running towards this position, you heard the sound of many footsteps rushing across wood from the way you came.
I think the cavalry's arriving.
It's the Virgin Police.
Hopefully it's them.
Imagine.
This is the
Shake 'em all.
police. Bad boys, bad
Lars
boys.
just knocked her out. The fire is stirring.
Oh boy.
Gael, what are you going to
Well,
do?
Can we like
Well-
step back?
I will have run 15 feet while encumbered with her. towards
Okay.
the door.
Alrighty. The fire is stirring. What are you going to do?
I am going to finally use one of my little detector things and put it on her.
Okay, fantastic.
Because I wanted that. And I guess step towards the door. Can I do that?
You
Yes.
can.
Perfect. I'm just going to stand very close to the door.
Anu,
Right next to it.
you are
if
still
will.
up. What, if anything, do you want to do?
Yeah, I want to also get really close to the door, trying to get a position.
Okay. This brings us to Lucy. What are you doing?
Oh
Oh, I know this story. Lucy's sadly going to die. The one character that was skeptical is going to be the most brave one, and then just save us all.
Lars would would mourn for 3 nights and then 1 night of just cuddling.
With a pillow.
Yeah.
All right, what you got?
Well, I'm gonna.
Run.
Sorry.
No, he's weighing something.
Oh, he has stuff.
So, I'm gonna go right here,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
and I'm going to look at Lars, and I'm gonna say 100%.
Aww. Wait, that is so fucking cute.
And I'm gonna tell all of you to leave and lock the door and don't come back.
Okay. She's unconscious. How are the three of you reacting to this? That's what I'm going to ask right now.
I'll just nod and say 100% and and run out with her.
Okay. How about you, Anu?
I think I'm gonna follow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Gail?
I'm gonna cast telepathic speech because I love this spell. I'm gonna say, I don't know what you're up to, but we are not the heroes in this story. Let me know if you need us back. Gonna trust you on this. And leave.
Okay. Here's how we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to resolve this one piece at a time. And we are going to depict on live. Victor?
I'm assuming this noble lady's not in the room right now.
No, she is with Lars.
Okay.
Thank you for catching up. We're going to depict the nature of this encounter that is transpiring here with you, Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
The flames begin to take form, and you watch as the shape of a great devil begins to emerge. A devil which you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
As the glowing eyes and the outline, still somewhat translucent, are beginning to manifest, enough is present for a voice to be manifest. And the creature looks towards you and says, "Ooh, where is my bride?"
Lucy will step up and say, "Your bride is not here. However, someone much more important is before you." And Jake Henry, if you can, do you see the message on?
Hold on. And my mouse just, there we go. Okay, I don't have that prepared, but we can do our best to describe.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So as Lucy says this, Lucy's form dissolves. Or rather, the image everyone knows of Lucy dissolves, and instead, something else is in Lucy's place. So, if you would like to go ahead and you have a better description, Jake Henry, than I do.
I would say, yes, for the perspective of this scene in this room, that what this devil beholds where Lucy stood was a creature with blood-red skin, with horns growing from their head, wings fold out from their back, and eyes of many cycling colors, eyes which intimidated the Bone Devil in the sewers. And as this contact is made, Serenostes says, "You brat! Were you involved in this?"
Of course I'm involved. Do you think I would have been here for as long as I have without being involved in something?
Fine then. I must cede to your higher rank. In that case, shall I continue to gather up power in the lower planes and leave the material to you?
Yes. Leave it all to me, and make sure to keep me updated with the progress.
I will acquire the necessary reagents and do so, Lucifer. With that, the summoning will fade, the fire will go out, and from the other side, the ritual will be cancelled. But I now wish to shift our perspective to what is occurring during this conversation, which Lucy will be horribly unable to comprehend. Because as you enter this room, a string of individuals rush in, weapons in hand. These are the individuals which you perceived riding past outside of the police station. And they are going to attack you. I'm going to roll them into initiative to comprehend this final circumstance. With a 13, Lars, you have the first action as you watch the lead of this group reach towards her belt, where you can see multiple vergent crystals are lodged. What are you going to do, say, or communicate?
Oh, so she looks like she's trying to blow shit up.
Oh, possibly.
She might be a virgin, like, no magic, crazy person. Like you.
I might just drop the woman and run up to here and try to finish off this lady. I'm gonna go ahead and.
You're gonna attack her?
Well, I guess I'll as I'm charging, I'll ask, what are you doing?
Okay.
She might just think we just did the summoning.
She's going to shout at you as you approach. Throw down your arms and lay on the ground if you don't need... Whoa, my words. If you don't want to be incapacitated.
Threatening you.
Do we recognize, like, are these like the Virgin Police? Is that, like, do we recognize these?
I'm gonna give you a history roll. In passing, you weren't sure, but let's try and clarify things a bit. They definitely have the markings. Okay. These are Virgin Inquisitors, the mage hunters of the faction.
Okay. I see. Yeah, I want to attack.
Well, to attack them.
Okay.
I'll be like, oh, Inquisitors. Whew.
Okay.
Do we? Oh yeah. Do we have a story for you?
Okay. She says, "You can tell your stories to the sands." And the other two of you in this space, Anu and Gael, are you going to surrender or not?
I'm gonna roll persuasion.
What are you going to say?
Lady, I have been working for the Virgin Police and almost died in that room over there for you to come here and take me to wherever that thing is.
Okay.
We have the person that did it.
Okay.
Sit down and chat.
Anu, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna plead, like, we need your help. Like, we were just sent to investigate this. There's a bunch of other stuff going on in there that...
No, we weren't sent, remember?
Oh, sure. Sorry. I would have known that.
We're just
That's
concerned
fine.
citizens.
My yes or no question for you, Samir, is Anu putting her weapons on the ground and getting on the ground, or is she going to remain standing?
She's putting her weapons on the ground.
Okay. And I presume Gael is standing tall and proud. John?
I mean, like, sure, but not, like, attacking.
You
Just
said
being,
your
like...
piece. Yep, indeed. You said your piece.
Yeah.
You were
I'm not, like,
persuasive.
doing anything.
And she's gonna smile and say, I believe you. And then huck this Virgin Crystal grenade at you, as well as the other four hunters. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. At
What's
you,
the total?
Gael.
I'm dead?
Dex,
10.
5 dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Oh, and every time you fail, you have your
1,
armor class
2,
reduced by
3,
4.
4, 5. Oh wow, that one was nice.
Okay.
So
4.
your armor class is reduced by 12.
Oh yeah, you're unconscious. Okay.
Bye bye.
Pride.
There we go. And
Oh man.
that means that Anu, you are going to witness, and Anu and Lars, unless you're going to take immediate offensive action, they are going to move again.
Yeah, I probably won't resist, I guess.
The Inquisitors are going to rush forward with handcuffs, with a Vergent Crystal binding, and small Vergent Crystals imbued within the rats. And they're going to cuff all 4 in this room. And that is going to, once it is applied, prevent you from using magic. Lucy, you conclude your conversation only to witness this woman and her crew rush in and immediately begin hurling their grenades towards you. Unless you surrender, they're going to say, "Drop! Get away from the circle!"
I'm gonna assume that I had reverted back to
Yep, that's
my
fine.
human persona
Indeed.
before they busted in, and I will take one step back away from the circle as instructed. I will put my hands behind my head and go down to the ground slowly.
Okay, they're going to rush you and apply handcuffs. As you are being hauled out of this building, Gael unconscious, the rest of you cuffed. Are there any words you wish to express to them? Any questions?
How did you know we were here?
Interesting. They will not respond to that question. Any other ones? I'll take that as a no.
Nope.
What's your name?
That one she'll
Do you
respond to.
long walks on the beach?
She'll say,
Sorry.
"You should know my station. I am High Inquisitor, and you are now my prisoner.
Ooh, I like this kind of play.
You are brought out of the house, and you can see the commissioner standing at the corner of the street. Seems shocked, his mouth agape. The High Inquisitor steps towards him and says, "Police Chief, this is above your pay grade." He says, What are you doing? Where are you taking them?" She says, "Following orders, this is now a military operation." He says,
Oh boy.
Oh, shit.
"That wouldn't be banishment then." She says, "Yes, it would be." He says, "Good luck, my investigators. You'll need it." Within the next several minutes, you are all moved into a cage cart and are being hauled north out of the city. You come to consciousness, Gael.
Thank you. 1 point. Worst hangover ever. Keeps happening to me.
1 out of 10 did not enjoy this.
Would not recommend to a friend.
Are there any words which you wish to exchange with one another before you leave Virgin City's borders?
Lucy will look over at Gael as he regains consciousness and says, "Oh, good, you're awake." Was concerned for a second there. So where are we headed? I would ask, or Lucy would ask the person driving.
The person driving will turn back and say, "You're on a quick trip to exile, my friends, just as good as death. You'll be enjoying the barren deserts of the Badlands in not long."
Oh, goody. I get to have a nice tan. And Lucy would just kind of look back and look over at Lars. Just like, well,
100%.
Oh, geez. We sure messed up here, didn't we? But we did the right thing, but oof.
something tells me that other forces are at play here. We'll be back, I think.
As you come to the border of the city here, the cart driver gives a, "Whoa! Get out of the way!" And this man says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. Oh, pardon me." As the cart continues to roll forward.
Interesting.
As this man walks by you, Anushka, he looks up. You recognize your grandfather. He slides off of one of his fingers, where he has 2 silver rings with golden symbols atop them. One of the rings, and slides it into the cart, gives you a wink, and motions
Cool.
the gesture of putting a ring on. And he'll say, "Oh, nothing. Sorry, sir. Did not mean to get in your way."
All right. I sneakily put that ring on.
All right. The cart continues to travel out of the city for about 10 to 15 minutes before, Anu, you notice that golden globe on the ring begins to softly glow. And within the process of only a millisecond, it wraps across your whole body and shifts until you are no longer in the cart. You are in a city street. Looking around, no Vergent guards in sight.
No.
No.
And in the cart with you
No.
is
Oh.
the old man, and he gives a flips a hood up over his head and gets small to blend in with the other prisoners.
No.
Respect.
Oh, I would
Can I-
100% love this man.
Pretty slick. I'm gonna try taking the ring off and putting it back on.
Okay. As you do so, nothing occurs. And on the cart, the 3 of you will watch as the grandfather removes his ring, spins it, and pockets it.
Cool.
Oh.
And with that,
Wow.
we conclude our tale of your time as the city investigators. You leave through the north gates of Vergent City, Gael, Lars, and Lucy. Anu, you remain with what knowledge you've gained and what has occurred. How the tales of the Empire will proceed, we will see in time as our 3 former investigators are carted towards the edge of the Empire to a potential sentence to exile in the Badlands. We will see you all soon.